Hello and welcome. We are DC30 and this is our Mythic Odyssey of Theros. D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I'm your Dungeon Master, Red Nova, and I'm joined by my lovely players Heaton, Paige, and Morse. Violet and Teddy are still both feeling a bit under the weather at the moment, so they shan't be joining us. Our remaining players shall be Jaegering them this evening, and I'll be providing the voices. If they are watching, I hope I do you guys justice. When we last left off, but just before I do that, how are you all? How's your week been? You know?
I'm okay.
Doing good.
Yes. Good to be getting back to the world of Theros.
Yes, definitely needed this week.
And away from my four walls of... Oh, it's snowing outside, so I suppose there's that. That's always a plus.
This has been the most disappointing snow.
Snow, yeah.
Like, it's
Is
been
it the first time
just...
you guys have had it?
No,
No.
because we had like the really big one last week, but sorry, like a week or so ago. But
Yeah.
today I woke up and I looked at my weather thing and it said it's snowing, and I was like, oh sweet, open my window, and it's literally just like dandruff.
Oh.
Yeah, all day, like
Yep.
this piddly little crap that lingered in no respect whatsoever, and then just immediately vanished. But all the drawbacks, like the temperature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mean. Oh, is anyone
Like, I
watching
almost had a
Snowpiercer,
Gordon
by the
Ramsay
way?
rant at the snow. Sorry, what? Oh,
Is anyone
no,
watching
I
the new
have...
series of Snowpiercer?
I have not.
It
Is that the one with Chris Evans? Or is that the
No,
movie?
it's the one with David Diggs.
Right, no, I have not seen that, but I shall be
It's
sure
very
to check
good. You
that
should
out.
watch it. It's what I look forward to every week now.
But when we last left off, Tempest had arrived upon the Isle of Iska, an island famous for its export of rare dyes, as well as infestation of gnolls. They had arrived in search of an ancient tomb believed to be on the island. Asking around in town proved unhelpful, so they simply set out on to the walled-off western side of the island. Traveling for a time, they came across an unusually lush forest in an otherwise arid badland, and decided to begin their search there. They found no tomb, however, only a horrific aberration made of elongated limbs and eyes that lashed out wildly at them. It was an arduous battle, but they ultimately proved victorious and decided to rest up at the banks of this lake, in the shadow of the mountain. And that is where we come to now. You guys have had a short walk, are in the middle of a short rest after your interaction with the Woe Strider of last week. You're shaken, you're hurt, but you are alive. What would you like
What
to do?
time is it?
The sun is about halfway down at this point. So mid-afternoon, mid to late afternoon.
So, can we tell if there's something around the Woe Strider that would make this forest so like green, considering everything else is like? So, is there any area that's like lusher than where we are right now? Like, is this the center? I know that sounds like a really weird question.
You wanted
So
to
you
know whether
guys-
or not the Woe Strider is responsible for the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, just to recap, so you guys walked forward and you're at the bank of the lake itself. And the lake is maybe 200-300 feet across. Or meters, sorry, across. It's a little lakelet, but yeah, so you're sort of sitting in this lush grove with the waterfall coming down. Go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay, well, we'll certainly try. With my plus 0.
Nature or Arcana, your choice.
Well, both are a plus 0, and that's a 2. Can Calliope make a check?
Sure, I'll let
She would have the
her
same
own
question.
separate check. Nature or Arcana?
I think she's got a plus 3. That's a natural 1? Plus 3?
Did you just...
And
I was
we're
about to roll for Calliope, but never mind. Calliope has no idea either. She just... Sorry, Eslin, I've no idea.
Oh,
I need to
okay,
work
no
on my
worries.
Calliope voice. I'm just going to do a no. Sorry, Eslin, I've no idea.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
But But I'll say anyone who wants to can make a general intelligence check.
All right.
I'm going to roll for both me and Amalia then in that case.
I have a beautiful 8.
Okay, that would be Amalia with the highest because I got a 2, so she got a 14 plus investigation, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry,
14.
intelligence. Just straight intelligence. Just straight
Oh,
intelligence.
just straight intelligence? 14.
I mean, as far as you guys know, something so evil and antithetical to all that is good and just, you'd be hard-pressed to come up with a reason why something like that would have magical capabilities that would make anything bloom.
Okay.
Yeah,
The 14, that's the best you can discern.
I thought as much. So I think I've already asked it. Is there an area where the forest is like thicker from where we are? No.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Not that you can see.
Okay. Maybe we should just get back to the task at hand then and head to.
The trees do get a little thicker towards the center before clearing out to the lake where you guys are.
Right.
But,
did we check the lake?
We've just rested by it, I believe. We've had our short rest by the lake.
I don't like the look on the DM's face. So.
I am able to jump in and have a look. So see if there is any hidden passageways in the lake itself, if you wish.
Okay. I can go with you. We can both have a look together. Just check it out. Make sure nothing can sneak up and kill us. I would probably prefer to, because I'm pretty much useless right now. I'm feeling a bit tapped out in terms of magic and stuff. So if anybody gets hurt, I'm not going to be able to help out.
Okay.
So, is that you wishing?
Let's have a look, and if we fight something, let's run away.
Or just
Okay.
all right. I'll sort of like flap back the manta ray cloak and attempt to swan dive in. Don't I make a bit of a splash? And I'm going to swim into the lake, and then swim down to see how deep it is.
Cool. The water just streaks past you as you delve further and further into the depths. It would be, as you swim along, you sort of have to kind of push aside these forests of kelp and other freshwater vegetation and kind of push past certain rocky formations in order to get towards the... This is definitely a lake that seems to be teeming with life. Freshwater fish swim past you happily. You see a slightly large pike kind of swim by you, but that's the biggest thing that catches your attention. At its deepest point, it's about 100 meters.
Okay.
Your best guess.
Too bad. That's not too bad. I'll kind of, as I surface, I'll kind of like do a quick like scour of the, like from the. I'll swim to the center, and then, unless there's anything of interest, I'll then swim back out onto the other side around the edge, and then as I go, I'm just going to kind of like do a slight spiral as I go up, just to see if I see any alcoves or passageways.
Go ahead and make a perception check, like a general perception check for this entire...
Yep.
Can you have advantage, because I would have gone with it?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay. Fortunately, even with advantage, that is only an 11.
You see what looks like a cave outcrop at one point, but as you swim into it, it goes back maybe 2 meters. Nothing of interest in there. You take good care to swim around and keep your eyes peeled. No cavern or outcrop or anything like that pops out at you, unfortunately.
Okay. And yeah, we'll surface and
Oh, apparently the sound's cutting for my mother at least. Anybody else hearing that? Like my cutting?
seem fine on mine.
Might be your
I'll
internet,
double-check.
Mom. Sorry. Right, sorry. You were saying, Scutinos?
Yeah, so once that's done, we will continue up to the surface. I think that's about it. And we will, unless there's any I'll kind of like look over to Eslin
come up-
and
You surface, and at this point, you hear the loud din of the waterfall as you're getting much closer to it.
over the waterfall. Of course, so I can't hear anything else. I can't see anything else down there. We could always try the waterfall itself, but I couldn't see anything of interest in here. Could you?
Don't think so. I mean, this isn't our destination anyway, so.
It was a nice
I
place
mean,
to
it
take a
could
rest.
be.
This
but
doesn't
it's
look
not.
like the colours, the rocks. I mean, even looking at the waterfall, although it's very pretty, it's not the colours that we're looking for. It's not the kind of naturally occurring structure that we're after.
Mm.
But we can have a look at the waterfall and see if there's anything that's behind the curtain.
Yeah, Eslin, are you getting any water displacement vibes that this is
You're not
weird
there.
or strange? Or okay.
What was that?
What?
Real quick, did anyone heal Amalia? Because she's only got 12 hit points on her thing that I'm seeing.
I do not believe so.
I think we took
Sure.
we did take a short rest.
Yeah, we took a short rest, but I don't think she did any healing. That's fine. Just wanted to double
Did
check.
you not expend it though?
I don't believe she did.
Oh,
I mean, let's double check. I can do that for her, so I will take a short rest. Or, how many hit die do you wish to spend for her?
How many does she have?
She has
Should be 6.
5.
5.
as many as she has.
That's because as many as she needs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll 5d10.
5d10.
5d10's a lot though.
5d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Oh, that last one really fucking rammed down 22.
Alright, Amalia heals 22.
Alright, I guess we'll have a look at the waterfall and then we'll come back.
Alright?
Yeah.
You get closer and it sort of grows to a real din. As it just comes down. As the waterfall falls down, it does don't with too much force. It's quite loud, but it disperses quite quickly over a wide area, and then is almost like a fine mist as it hits you guys on the way at the surface level. You
Weird.
swim, and diving under, I mean, I assume that's what you do.
Yeah, basically it would be a case of looking to see if there's anything underneath it, or looking to see if behind the curtain there is if there's a dig into the ground, into the rock where the splashback has over years sort of dug away at the rock.
You encounter maybe 2 meters of indentation of that kind of digging in, but that's about it. And you're swimming down, no cave outlets or anything. Seems to be just mountain behind the waterfall.
Okay. Let's head back then, I guess.
Yeah. Did you want to check if the object was nearby, just in case?
I don't have anything to be able to do with that at the moment.
Never mind.
Unless we want to have a nap for 8 hours, 7 hours.
I feel like resting for a long period of time in this forest may end up being risky. So instead, perhaps we should best continue on towards the...
Yeah, to where the
palace.
knolls are.
Hmm.
Maybe, at least if we could possibly get to the palace, then maybe we could find a room and make it defensible so we can have a nap. Is my
Very true.
thinking.
Alright, we will swim back to Jason and Malia and Calliope.
Very well, easy enough to do. Course through the water and you land on back.
I guess it was uneventful.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, uneventful. I mean, fortunately uneventful. Really? Right? Never know.
So, to the castle?
To the palace, I guess.
To the palace.
Hey, Strawberry Void, welcome, welcome. We, just did a bit of scouting of the lake, and they're heading down to Agapia's palace, a ruin they are aware of on this island. Alright, so. Guys, go ahead. Can I get a marching order, by the way?
We've not done one of these at a time.
I'll go to the back because I have a lot.
Is that why you want to go to the back, or do you just not want to get ragdolled again?
Well, if I go to the back, at least nothing can surprise me like last time.
I'll tell you what, I'll take the front. I've got decent perception and a decent AC.
Yeah,
We'll be
so...
walking alongside the river again, going back down.
I
Would
can
Amalia be
assume-
behind me? Or...
It's up to you.
I'll say Calliope will probably be like in the middle-ish, I think.
Very well.
I'll go alongside I'll kind of like go in the river, so kind of like to the side again as it was last time.
Okay, cool.
For those of you who are tuning in for just now, we are down a couple players due to illness. But yeah, easy enough. You guys align in said marching order and begin your trek down the river. As you walk along, you feel the forests slowly clearing. And as you walk along, Eslan, this seems natural to you, is the best way you can describe it. The forest seems to come naturally thin, as best as you guys can tell, as a forest is to do. It's not like, oh, there's suddenly thicker trees or anything like that. It a natural progression before it ends and abruptly comes to the badlands and desolate waste of dry rock that is the rest of the side of the island.
Nice. So is the palace is visible from
Palace
where
is
we
visible. Yeah. This isn't a terribly large island. You find yourself at this point, the ground is starting to get quite soft, and you're approaching what would be, as you can see on your map, the mudflats of Iska.
Okay.
Reminds me, I'll tell you what, just for those viewers, if I have it, I'll share it. Don't think I do, just a copy of the map. Maybe if I scroll further up in Skype, just so the viewers can see what you guys are looking at. Do apologize. Ah, there it is. So, gonna just pop that into Pixelmator Pro. Whoa, that is large.
That's what she said.
Dumbass. Cool. So, so Twitch can see, that is the map that they are looking at, the map that they have access to. But yes, in any case, the palace gets closer and closer.
Is there any sign of like movement in the tower in the palace?
Go ahead and make a perception check. You guys are, I'll say, about 100 feet from it at this point.
Great.
And yeah, you see it for the first time up close, and for those of you who've seen it before, you're aware, but for those of you who are seeing it for the first time up close, you can definitely gauge its former majesty, even if it's a ruin at this time. You see where sprawling towers used to be. In fact, it seems like the top section of this has crumbled away and collapsed entirely, but there's still about 2, maybe 3 or so floors that seem to be still standing. They're obviously all crumbling and overgrown, but even through all that, you see the marble has not lost much of its luster, even if it has cracked somewhat.
Okay.
This used to be a wonderful place.
23 on that perception check.
23, okay.
16 plus 7.
It's strange. You swear you saw a section of the ivy, like a section of moss, that was just growing on the side of the wall, shift ever so slightly.
Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me what I think you are. Something's up with that plant on the wall.
Is the plant still there?
Nope.
Okay.
There was a plant there. There was. I saw it with my eyes.
As she's pointing, you guys see a lot of plants up there.
Would I know anything about moving plants?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Nature. Oh, that is it's a 15, not a 16. Plus 3, 17, 18? Yeah.
I mean, you've heard of a variety of sentient plant life. You've even met some yourself. From what page is describing, could be any one of those.
Okay, but everyone, keep your wits about you.
Don't be a shambling man. Don't be a shambling man. Don't be a man.
First thing is to think about is if anyone potentially has fire ready, get it prepared potentially.
I have sacred flame, and that is
Not
it.
be of help in this one, I fear.
I don't think Amalia has any spells at all. No, she's just straight fighter.
Let's see. I don't know how many spells Calliope has left.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, just keep your wits about you. If things,
she's got loads.
Yeah. If things go completely tits up, get behind me, Eslin and Amalia.
Yep. Cool.
Okay. Do we still want to go into the castle as we're slowly creeping towards it?
I need a sleep, so
Yeah. Okay.
I'd rather sleep indoors if we can.
Yeah, understood.
We probably should have had a sleep near the waterfall, but at this point, it's cool. We're here. Let's do it.
We'd spend the whole day going back and forth. This is pretty bad. Nah, that's worse now. Nah, that's worse.
I still have some spells left. I have racial stuff, but that's it.
Yeah. Should be okay.
You walk up to the entrance, and the entrance itself has a small courtyard supported by 4 pillars and a sort of marble gazebo. The actual roof of itself has long ago turned to rubble and is just on the ground there, but the 2 statues seem relatively intact. One is missing an arm, another one is sort of had a nose snapped off, but you can see these are in the likeness of proud hoplite warriors. The courtyard itself being about 30 by 30 feet. Or, 40 by 30 feet. You step inside you see the hinges, big bronze hinges of what used to be enormous heavy wooden doors, long ago blasted away. In fact, you see small bits of powder not powder, of like just wreckage of wood, rotted away, but still slightly present on the ground as you walk past. And you find yourself into a much larger, although not dissimilar, courtyard / hall of sorts. Before you, about 100 feet away, about 100 feet away, is a ziggurat of sorts. It's like a 3-step pyramid, a elevated section. So just another way to phrase it is a big hall, that is longer than it is wide, and as you travel down it, you see that it opens up into an enormous, even bigger room that is huge, square, with a domed top. And inside the larger hall, that beyond this first longer hall, you see this elevated platform with stone tables and chairs adorning it in a sort of square U-shape facing you, almost in a council-like fashion.
Yeah, okay. That's going to be my question. All right.
A set of 2 statues adorn this secondary elevated ziggurat, similar to the ones outside.
Okay.
The room you're currently standing in is adorned with a total of 8 pillars that support the roof above. To your right and left are a set of normal-sized doors.
Any plants around?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
And I'd like to have a look and see if I can determine if there are any. In fact, I just want to look see if there are any like pressure plates or traps or anything that's kind of been left, or things that were once traps that have since been triggered.
25 on that perception check.
Cool. Go ahead and make a investigation check, Skotinos.
Okay. 11.
You have a look around. You try stomp on a couple of the tiles. Nothing catches your attention. Eslin, it's the most curious thing. There's a patch of moss on the door, adorning the doorway to your right, that, upon closer squinting, those big red berries look an awful lot like they're blinking.
Sacred flame. On the moss.
Alright, what saving throw is that?
That is a dexterity saving throw.
7?
Fails? Is it just... Am I just attacking a...
We'll find out.
That's 12 radiant damage to the moss.
One moment, please.
Am I about to kill someone? Didn't deserve it. Who knows?
We about to get high. About to hotbox it in this room.
Weed.
Did you find the nose? Nah, man, but that palace is dope.
We found something.
Skatinos would just like leave us and live there for the rest
Yes,
of his
yeah.
life.
Skatinos is like, I knew I had a good
Palace.
idea, got a good thought about this place.
I will always remember you fondly, my fellow dealers.
Okay, so how much damage? Roll for damage, sorry.
Sorry, I did. 12. 12 radiant.
Nice. You twirl your hands in the air and conjure that aqua-colored light, and it sort of grows into these radiant flames that sear this moss, and all of a sudden I hear a deep guttural and the moss starts to grow until it adorns this archway like an enormous patch.
Fun.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Dozens of eyes ripple throughout it, and whoosh, 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 3 gigantic tentacles shoot out of it.
Super fun.
Let me get the music ready, and I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Amalia first.
Ooh, 20 for me. Let's roll.
So 20 for Amalia. What's your dex?
1. It wasn't a natural 20, it was a 19 plus 1.
Yeah, hers is a 19 plus 1 too.
Okay, cool.
And she's got plus 1 dex, so I guess with the DM's decision.
Just
Say that again,
forward
sorry?
it.
What happened?
Both Amalia and Eslin both got 19, and they both have plus 1 dexterity.
Oh, shouldn't do. Calliope should have a,
No, not Calliope.
Oh.
Calliope got a 50. No, what's 12?
Okay.
12 plus, 12 plus 4 is 16. Jesus Christ.
Why does this happen? Sorry, 1 second.
I need math.
Ooh, that's bad.
I know. I'm actually going to have to count spell slots rather than
Let me roll
like...
for this thing as well. 1 second.
Oh, I'm so glad that we're here. I just, you know, I'm so glad that this is happening.
Yay.
Aislinn is about as useful as a paper condom right now.
I've only ever heard good things.
Okay. So, has everybody rolled initiative?
Yes.
And for the Calliope and, sorry, for the Amalia and Eslin situation, I'll let you guys decide on each turn who wants to go first.
Okay, fair.
Oh, well, don't matter.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Amalia.
Sorry, say it again?
So 20 for Amalia.
And 20 for Aislinn as well.
Cool, 20 to 15.
Calliope got 16.
16 on Calliope. $15 to 10. 10 to 5.
8.
5.
What's your dex mod, Jason?
Dex is 0.
Cool, just... and 5 on Scotinos. Alright, top of the initiative order. Amalia, what is she doing? Or Amalia or Aislinn?
Okay.
Alphabet.
I would say I'll let you go first just so I can actually read what she can do.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's absolutely reasonable.
Cool, so you guys are standing within about 30 feet of this thing at this point. Aislinn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Start of your turn.
Okay. Oh, 12.
That fails. You hear a faint buzzing sound in your ears, and you just clasp it. It starts to rattle your brain, and you feel a bit discombobulated in the fight, but something feels off. Oh, sorry. Actually, no, I realized that wrong. You failed by more than 5. Or, yeah, you failed by more than 5. You are under the effect of the confusion spell.
Oh. Okay.
I need you to roll a d10.
My rolls are absolute trash today.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Alright. So I'm going to roll a d8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aislinn, you spend your entire turn. Oh, so you use all your movement to move north eastwards, sort of towards the ziggurat, in sort of like a diagonal line. So you travel 30 feet in that direction, and you can't take an action this turn.
Okay, cool.
Amalia needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom save for Amalia. That is... Oof. That is a 9.
That also fails. Please roll a d10.
A D10. This is already going so well.
I know, we're rolling so good today.
That's an 8.
The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there is no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing this turn. Be honest, where is Amalia right now?
Well, Amalia would be next to me and Skatinos, unless Skatinos moved forward, so she'll be next to me.
Okay, please roll an attack. Amalia's gonna, she sort of hears this buzzing herself, and she just, and she's gonna swing at you, as you just see her eyes turn red.
Okay, that is a just attack with any weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all it has a +8, so that'll be an 18. My AC is 19.
So you managed to, just in the nick of time, raise your shield up and pang!
Alert, Pete, bitch! Okay, sweet. Can I still use her bonus action?
You can. I'll say you can.
So just for
Sorry.
purposes, I'm going to use her bonus action to use her second wind, so she can gain an extra 1d10 +6. So she gains an extra. Oh yay! 12 points, 12 healing.
Easy enough. Calliope's turn now. She also needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we shouldn't have left the Shire.
Okay, that seems promising. 14 plus 2, 16.
That also fails.
What? Okay, cool, fine.
However, she did not fail it so much that she's under the confusion spell. She just simply staggers for a minute and seems discombobulated. Take your turn as normal. I will let you know if the effect that she is under applies.
Okay. Oh, Bane. Yes, that might do something. Can we try Bane?
You certainly can. What is that, a wisdom saving throw?
Charisma.
Charisma, okay. This thing doesn't have great charisma, but it does have advantage on saving throws. Even with advantage, I'm guessing a 9 isn't going to be enough.
It is not enough. Yeah, so it is baned up. It is,
Thank you, bards.
Yep, so can you take off a first level spell slot for me? I've crossed it off on my little sheet that I was calculating on. Who's after her? Would it be Skatinos? She'll inspire Skatinos.
No, it is, oh yeah, it's Jason after her.
Oh, she'll inspire Jason then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very well. Calliope, her siren's voice sings out to you, Jason, and bolsters your resolve.
Thank you.
On this creature's turn, it can't. It's gonna shoots 3 tentacles out, but try as it might, it can't reach you guys. Its tentacles reach out about 15 feet, but that seems to be as far as it can grab. So you watch it just recede behind the door and out of sight.
Oh, it leaves.
Alright, Jason, your turn.
Okay. I'm assuming because it's left, I don't need to make a save.
You do not need to make a save. No, the buzzing sound vanishes.
Okay. In that case, then, I'm gonna hold my action to do a charge. Sorry. How far away did you say we were from the door? Like me and Malia?
About 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna hold my charge. If it opens through the door, or if the door opens, or if a hostile creature comes through it.
Okay.
And yeah, that's going to be I'll use like just 10 feet of movement to back away to kind of do like a running start for the charge, so I can at least guarantee that I have at least 30 feet.
Just to clarify as well, you watched it recede into the cracks themselves.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like it like went like slid back behind the door. Okay. In that case, then. In that case, then I'm just going to hold an action to attack anything that does anything that is hostile that pops out, and then depending on what it is and how far it is, I'll either do a normal attack or a charge.
Okay.
So,
Skotinos, it is your turn.
Okay, well, since it's dashed off entirely, it's a bit hard to see where it's gone to. So, what I'm gonna do instead then is I don't know, really. It's a bit difficult when it's not physically there.
yeah.
So is there no sign of the moss at all? It's like just the door itself now.
Make a perception check.
Alright. Oh, that is a 17 plus 3 for a 20 total.
Pretty confident that there's no sign of the moss anywhere.
Okay. Solid, we'll give it a go. I am going to rush forward to open the door.
You rush forward. You open the door. Nothing. You see a long corridor with 2 doors to your immediate left and right, and one and more further down.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to retreat back, or as close to back to where I was.
So you would have been 30 feet, so what's your movement? You were 30 feet away from the...
My movement is 35, so no, I open the door.
Okay.
And that is all I'm going to do at the moment, because there isn't really much else I can... just to see whether or not there is anything that's in it, I'm going to try and cast Infestation at the part of the door where the moss was. If it was there, it'd make a Constitution saving throw.
You trace the... Nothing happens.
Okay.
Is Infestation a cantrip?
It's a cantrip, yeah.
Okay. In that case, next up is top of the initiative order, Amalia again. She will need to repeat the saving throw.
I thought it stopped buzzing.
It's
Only for certain people.
Oh.
she is also she's also still failed the initial effect of the buzz, so she'll need to repeat a saving throw.
I forgot I was still muted. That was a wisdom throw, right?
Yep.
Yes, that's a 19 plus 1 for a 20, dirty 20.
That succeeds, but that's at the end of her turn, so her turn is still missed.
Okay.
Eslan, same to you. Please repeat your wisdom saving throw.
22?
That also succeeds, but again, at the end of your turn, so you do not suffer the consequences of the effect.
Did
Although for
any
both
of us recognise what it was? Like,
you do recognize it's the, Skotinos, you in particular, would recognize that it's the confusion spell. Or was it seems to mimic the confusion spell. Oh, you meant the creature.
yeah.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check. And I'm also going to roll for your effects of confusion this turn, because that would still apply for one turn.
Yes.
So... Eslan,
Six
you just
on the
don't...
Six
Sorry,
on
what was
the
that?
Arcana check, sorry.
You don't know what this is, unfortunately. So that is a... you just don't move or take actions this turn, you just stand there frozen, the buzzing ringing loudly before you shake it off at the end. And Amalia is going to make another melee attack against you, Joyce.
Okay.
Yeah, she rolled a 7, so...
Okay, do you want me to roll for that?
Yes, please.
Okay, that is a ooh, that's an 18 plus 8, which definitely hits.
All right, go ahead and roll damage on yourself.
What's her normal one? It's a battle axe usually, isn't it?
Battle axe.
Yeah. That's fine. I do a 1d8 plus 5. That is 5. That's 10.
You take 10 points of slashing damage as again she and slashes out at you, making a deep gouge on your arm, and she profusely apologizes afterward, but shakes it off.
Oh, Jesus Christ, woman, what's wrong with you?
Alright, Calliope's turn.
I'll just have her grab her short bow and just point it towards the last place she saw the creature, and just hold her arrow, I guess.
Alright. At the end of that, you will hear a deep from beneath your feet, and you see a spreading green fungal growth, same moss as before, spread out from a tiny crack in the ground to cover the feet beneath the ground beneath you guys that you're standing on, and a bunch of eyes right below you. It is going to make 3 tentacle attacks.
Okay.
So 1 to Amalia, 1 to Jason, and 1 to Eslin.
Okay.
So first one against Amalia. No, guessing a 12. Yeah, no, 12 doesn't hit.
Yeah, 16 is AC.
So Jason, 18.
18 just misses.
You manage to whap against your armor, and you just bat it back. Eslin, 24.
Yeah, that hits. Is that under the effects of Bane as well, though? Minus D4.
Oh, good point. I'll go ahead and roll that D4.
It's not going to make a difference, but just...
Yeah, because even if you get a 4, isn't your AC
23.
Yeah, no. It was worth it. It was worth a try, though. Yeah,
how close is Eslin to me?
Alison, how close would you have been to him?
I don't
I'd say
know.
she's about 10 feet away from you.
10 feet.
Because she would have stepped forward to do,
Sacred Flame and stuff, yeah, cool.
15 points of acid damage as the
Nice.
tentacle leaves these blisters.
Can I also use my...
Would that have triggered everybody's attacks that they were holding?
Yeah,
Or
so-
no?
I was just getting its turn out of the way, but
Okay.
yes, you guys can
Cool.
do your attacks.
Sweet, so that's going to be my held attack, and that's going to be with the spear. So as it's kind of like, you said it's coming up from the ground, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just going to be like stabbing it in the floor with, oh fuck, that's really shitty. That's a 2 plus 7, which probably doesn't do anything.
That unfortunately misses. You watch as the moss just separates, like this hole in its form, and you just bang, spark off of the marble pavement.
Which fits.
Oh, hello, King Jassim09. Appreciate you stopping by.
Hi, Jason. 18 to hit with the plus 6.
18 hits.
Okay, cool. 1d6 plus 3. Doing some math. 5 plus 3, 8.
Good to know. This is the bow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The arrow finds purchase in one of this creature's eyes. It just
Yeah.
Alright. After that, that is its turn. So, Jason, it's your turn. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. That's a 15 plus 1, so 16.
16 fails. I need you to
Okay.
please...
Roll
so,
a d8.
No, actually. This time you just simply... The buzzing just rattles your brain, and you just you feel discombobulated, but you are able to take your turn as normal.
Okay.
I will let you know if the thing that is affecting you applies at any point of your turn.
Okay. Yeah, just standard 2 attacks then towards the floor, I guess.
Alright, as you make your attacks, you just feel a pulsing headache. Please make the attacks with a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay. So 12 plus 7, so 19 to hit on the first
19
one.
hits.
Sweet, and then on the second one, that's a 2 plus 7, so that's going to... Okay, so I'll do the damage for 1. So it takes...
And this is with your spear, yeah?
Yeah, this is with the spear, yeah. The Eclipse Spear.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. That's going to be... Oh, actually, sorry, real quick. I'm going to use reroll damage on that one. Better. That's 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of piercing damage.
Nice! This time you use the sort of sickle portion of the spear to just make a raking motion, and you manage to shave off a bunch of the moss off of this thing's hide. And it's strange. For a second, the moss is shaved back to reveal this sort of oily, blubbery, disgusting, sallow skin that's like the color of a scab before whoosh, quickly regrows.
That's a bonus action. I can't see what that fucking is, can I?
Go ahead and I'll say an Arcana check.
Arcana check, yeah, Jesus Christ. It's probably not going to work, but... Oh, 15?
You've heard tale every now and then, boogeymen amongst your tribe that have a similar skin, fiends of a various ilk, creatures that lurk either in the underworlds or at the corners of the world, in the realms between realms, seeking to prey upon the innocent. Something evokes, just something reminds you of those tales.
Okay, it's not nice, it's not nice, it's not nice.
Alright, after that, Scutinos, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Now, do I make this at advantage?
Because...
because of my racial traits.
Is that specifically to do with spells?
Advantage against spells and other magical effects.
In that case, yes.
Okay. Time to time is helpful. Wisdom at advantage. Well, the first die was a 1, so glad I didn't roll that 1. Instead, I roll an 11 for 14.
That fails, unfortunately. But you simply feel discombobulated from the incessant buzzing. You're not under the effects of the confusion spell.
Okay.
So, do what you're going to do.
Do I get an idea for what I think that feeling is? Or did you say, yeah, I recognise, I think it's most likely the confusion effect?
So, you saw what it did. So, you saw the, what it did to Eslin and Amalia, and you know that it seems to mimic, the serious version of this effect seems to mimic the confusion spell.
Got it, yeah, okay.
You don't know what's currently happening to you, though. So you feel like you've resisted it, but something feels wrong.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I am going to reach out with one of my hands, and I'm going to channel one of my divine gifts in the form of a ray of sickness. That is a spell attack.
Cool, please make that with disadvantage.
220, so. Well, the highest was a 20, but there we go. Okay, so 11 plus 7 for an 18 total.
18 hits.
18 hits. Okay, so it will take. Well, I do deal it depending on what it does. 2d8 poison damage, which I will roll now, and that is 13 points of poison damage, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
The poison seems to have no effect on it.
All right. If on failed Constitution trait, so it could be poisoned. It would be poisoned until the end of its next turn if it fails the Constitution saving throw, but if it's immune to poison. Alright.
It doesn't appear to have any effect on it whatsoever.
Okay. What I will do then is cry, because everything else has blood in it. Right. Yeah. Good luck, guys. I'm going to...
Oh, sorry, I almost forgot to mention the... Actually, never mind, ignore me.
That's fine.
Sorry, I just remembered something and then...
Going to... really isn't much else I can do at this point, I think. Safe. Nope, that's the end of my turn then.
Very well. Top of the initiative order, Amalia needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, and Amalia has a 13 plus 1, 14, which I'm assuming fails.
That does fail, but she does also simply seem discombobulated.
Okay. Sweet. If she's not going to attack me, then she'll attack the ground.
Alright, make as 2 or 3 attacks, your choice. If she's dual wielding, I presume.
Just I think for the sake of this, because they have to be with disadvantage as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just do 2 big hits with the battle axe.
Okay, so d10s instead of d8s. Go ahead and make 2 attack rolls with disadvantage.
Sweet. So that's the first one is a. Okay, so that's 11. Sorry, 11 plus 8, so 19 on the first one.
19 hits.
Sweet, and then okay, so that's 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For 14 on the second.
14 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, so
So
it's
I
1
damage.
1d10. That is yay! That is a 10 plus 5, so 15 total.
The thick fungal moss is really tough. You notice that Amalia in particular with her axe has a hard time cutting through it. She doesn't do as much damage as you thought she would.
Okay.
How much damage did you roll, sorry?
That was 15.
Cool.
Okay. So it could be resistant to, but no, yeah. Sorry, I was going to ask a question then, but don't worry.
What was the question?
I was just going to ask for a reminder that my piercing one was fine.
Yours went straight through, and
okay, cool.
Calliope's arrow seemed to puncture it well enough.
Cool. Okay, cool. Movement-wise, she's got 35 feet. Is there any way she can get out of the way of the moss thing? Like, how much floor is it covering?
It seems to be covering about 5 feet.
About 5 feet? Okay, yeah. She'll use her movement to get as far out of it as possible.
It will, so she can move her full 35 feet and retreat. It will take an attack of opportunity.
Okay, fair.
No. Nah, that doesn't hit. It's like 50. Yeah, 15. No.
Okay. Cool. And that's yeah. If she's out the way and out the means of the safe, then yeah, she'll probably stay and just look around.
Very well. Next up, it is Eslin. Your turn. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
I love the game log because it shows up and then I see the face.
Yep.
That's a natural 1 plus 8.
Okay, so
9.
please.
9.
I'm gonna roll a d10. Oh, is it a d10 or a d8? I can't remember.
I'm the closest one to it as well, so I'm hoping I get fucking smacked in the head again by Eslin's base.
I rolled a 9. You can act and move normally. So you hear the buzzing in your head, and you just close your eyes and you just think almost like you just cry out to this creature. I have a 3-year-old. You think a little noise can stop me? Go ahead and take your turn as normal.
7, but okay, let's go.
Emotionally.
Emotionally, I had a 3-year-old.
All right, like I am a mother. You think I can handle a bit of noise? That was what I was intending.
No, it's cool. All I can do, I think, is smashy with my mace. Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it. I do have I don't think it would work. I don't think I could push it away with water.
You don't know?
I don't think I could, so I'm just gonna smish.
Okay,
Pokemon
go
told
ahead
me
and
to-
make an
I'm not
attack
gonna
roll.
smash, but I miss.
Go ahead and make a normal attack roll.
Yeah, it's a 10.
10 misses, unfortunately. It just whoosh, moves its body aside, and you just, again, strike the marble, sending a few splinters of marble scattering across the floor. Alright, anything else?
No, that's it, I think.
Alright, it is Calliope's turn.
So Jason's still not blessed. He's still
Inspired.
inspired. So, Scotty, you can take inspiration.
Yummy.
Sing you a song. I don't actually have many combat spells that don't require concentration because I think Bane's quite important right now. I get she's already used the chill winds shot for the day, hasn't she?
She has. She tried it on the Woe Strider and it didn't work.
Let's try then. Chill touch.
Cool. That's an attack roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, make a
Uh,
wisdom saving throw for her, sorry.
I thought that was a pun you were making there, Red. Chill touch, cool.
Ah.
That's a 10 plus 2, 12.
She fails the saving throw. And I need to roll a d10 for her. Nope, sorry, no I don't. I can't math. Wait. Yes I do. I definitely can't math. You just... So, Calliope goes to, like, trace something, but then... just kind of stands there mesmerized by the sound ringing in her ears. Doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Okay. Alrighty.
Next up is this thing. It is going to make 3 more tentacle attacks. One at, actually 2 at you, Jason, and 1 at Calliope.
Okay. How far is Calliope from me?
About 10 feet.
Okay.
Guessing 23?
For me, definitely hits.
Cool. And second one for you. Oh no. 17?
17 just misses. Sorry, not 17 just misses. 17 does miss.
Okay.
Is that with Bane?
Oh, good call. Okay, so I'll roll Bane on the... the one definitely missed, so...
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
20. So 23 brought down to 20.
20 still hits.
You take 23 points of acid damage.
23 acid. Oh, burns. Oh, my skin. Oh, my horse shoes. Ow.
Oh, and the last one on Calliope. 20. Modified 20.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. Is that with Bane? I know it's not going to make a difference.
It is
but-
not with Bane. Sorry, it is not with Bane. It's with Bane for memory. 16?
Yeah, still hit. She's gonna have to roll concentration to see if she can maintain the spell as well.
He takes
12. I don't think maintains. I think she drops concentration on there.
So she takes 13 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Is it half of... So it's half of or less than or 10, right? We double check the rule for concentration.
Eslin's pretty tanky, so it's never really applied.
Isn't it like an amount of damage that it does?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
so the
quickly
DC is 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher.
Yeah.
So it is 10, so she does actually succeed, because she took
Okay,
13 points of
six.
acid damage, which would have
Nice.
been 6.
61 minus the... Oh god, math.
Alright, that is this thing's turn. Next up it is you, Jason.
Okay. I'm gonna use my main action to.
You are still inspired, just FYI.
No, I know. Okay. I'm gonna use bonus action first, actually. Second wind, give myself some health. Where's my fucking D10? There it is. Fuck. That's only 9, but that's okay. So here are 9 pieces, and then I'm gonna use my action to basically get out of the way of it and try and take Calliope with me if she's within 10 feet, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so try and take me and Calliope out of the range of, sorry, out of the way of this thing. It can make an opportunity attack.
Okay, it will make an attack of opportunity against you.
Will it do the same for Calliope, or will it do just me because it's my turn?
Just you, he'll say.
Okay, cool.
So you just and pick Calliope up.
Yeah.
She lets herself get picked up, and you just gallop on out. 21.
Oh yeah, 21 hits. That's still with
I
Bane.
haven't rolled Bane yet, though.
Okay.
17.
17 misses. Oof.
So,
Bane is...
but this sort of silvery, deathy mist kind of wraps around the tentacle and pulls it out the way.
Oh. Whew. Oh,
So,
God.
where do you go?
So just kind of reminding myself where everyone is. So, Skatinos is still kind of closest to the door, right? And Amalia is kind of the difference between between him and the whatever
Yes.
this muscle is. Immediately in front of us is the kind of council chairs,
Correct.
and Eslin is Eslin still in the moss?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just outside of the moss, but closest to Eslin by I'd say a 10-foot difference between Calliope if I can put her down further away, and then a 5-foot difference between me and the moss, and then Eslin.
Easy enough. Brr. Anything else?
No, that's everything that I can do, so that's fine. That's it.
Very well. Skatinos, your turn.
Okay. I don't think I like the last hope I had was maybe if I could try and get poison spray at it, but I don't really.
Hey,
have that.
welcome back, Strawberry.
Oh,
Hey,
I am going to.
Just to bring you up to speed, they gon' die.
I mean, we don't really have things to fight this, do we?
So far, the only thing that I know is that piercing worked for me and Calliope.
Piercing.
Did magic work on it when I did Sacred Flame, Radiant damage?
Sacred Flame appeared to work on it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. Sod it. Okay, fine. I'm going to, because I'm there. I'm gonna. I'm going to. Why have I got a javelin in my inventory? I'm not proficient in it.
I assume you picked it up off a bad guy. Let's, What are you doing?
During this battle, he's just...
What? What?
Where did this come from?
Okay. I am going. I'm not going to bother trying to use it. Fuck it. I'm going to have to give it a go. I am going to. I was going to say, I'll give you Jason the javelin. Which should probably be a better suit for using the javelin, but actually.
Time seconds, Scottinos.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'm going to take the disengage action. And I'm
Okay.
going to move out of range, and then I'm going to be 5 feet within 5 feet of Jason.
Okay.
And I'm just going to place the javelin. I'm just going to hold the javelin.
Okay. A resounding use of a turn. Anything else?
I've got nothing that will affect it, so that'll be all I'll do.
Okay.
That's sorry.
Amalia's turn, top of the initiative order.
Amalia then is going to put her battle axe away, take out her great club, and make 2 attacks with her big old great club.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 attack rolls. That's D8, right? Two-handed D8.
That one is a D8 plus 5, yeah.
Okay.
And it's two-handed, so that's the reason why I put the other one away. So, great club. First attack is a 20 to hit,
20 hits.
and second attack is a.
Oh, sorry. Make a saving throw for Amalia. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
If she's attacking this, then she has to be within 30
Oh,
feet.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. That is a 17.
17 fails.
Okay. Do I?
But she is just discombobulated, so yeah, you're gonna have to take it with disadvantage.
Okay, fine. Right, I'll re-roll then for the 2. So should
I just realised I also need
Tell you
to.
what,
make
also,
the same
you
roll
rolled
for me
twice
too.
already, right?
So I rolled twice for the first. Sorry, I rolled twice. Yeah.
We'll say that was the first hit. What was the second roll?
So the second roll was 15 plus 8, which is
Still hits.
Still-
so
yeah,
go
still
ahead
hits.
and roll 2 for the second one.
I realised that I never made my wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
I rolled a 12.
tell you what, I don't want to retcon all that, so we'll
Okay.
say you succeeded this time, but we'll...
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So that was a 15 and a 14. So 14 was the lowest. 14 plus 8, which I think still hits.
It does still hit. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
advantage.
Go on, Amalia. That's 2d8. That is, 10 on the first hit and 6 on the second.
Cool. Whack! Whack! Again, the moss just isn't budging
Okay.
like you'd expect. 10 and an
Yeah.
8, yes?
Yeah, 10 and an 8.
Cool. Alright. After that, it is Eslin, your turn.
Oh, sorry, really quickly. Can I use her
Yep.
bonus action? Bonus action?
Yeah?
Just throw this completely out there. She's going to use Daunting Roar.
Alright. You guys are very much reminded of what a scary lion Amalia can actually be in when shit gets down.
Yeah.
Wisdom
So DC
saving throw, right?
Yeah, DC 14 Wisdom.
That fails.
Okay, so she's frightened of
watches-
Amalia until the next turn.
You watch as this thing recedes, retracts slightly.
Sweet, cool. And if you don't mind marking that off on her thing, just so it's gone.
Oh, sure.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Very well. Yeah, it is your turn now, Aslan.
Another natural one on the wisdom saving throws that I am proficient in.
So 9 total?
9
Okay.
total.
So you're still under the effects of the... So you're still, discombobulated and confused. You're hallucinating. You don't know what's going on. Oh, wait, that's a D8. Who's the nearest person to you, Eslin?
That'll be me.
I thought I was stood by myself.
Well, because I moved out the way with Calliope, moved her forward, and kind of moved closer back to you, so I would be within 10 feet of you.
You feel a splitting headache in your head, and you lash out wildly in a desperate attempt to just end the agony. Make an attack roll against Jason.
You got this, bitch.
Smack that horse.
She got a nat 20. Please tell me you got a nat 20.
Nearly. 19 plus 6, 25.
Does a 25 hit, Jason?
Yeah, 25 definitely hits.
And I rolled max fucking damage as well.
I swear you've done more damage to your allies with that mace than you have with,
It's true, I never use my mace, I use magic.
Because you broke Jason's nose, you broke Amalia's nose.
I think we're selling your mace when we get back to shops.
Can I do an Arcana check? See if it's a legendary item or something that she's got that we don't know about.
Just at the end of the fight, you just silently walk up to Jason and just confiscate the mace. Alright,
so
Jason, how much damage does he take?
9. I rolled max damage that I can do
Alright.
with this weapon.
Jason, just, again, like, you get a strange sense of deja vu as this mace swings out and...
Yeah, I'm like slowly like clopping towards Eslin, just like, it's okay, we've got this, I can get you. Oh shit!
Alright, anything else as... that's your turn, as well, unfortunately.
Say, she's gonna kill you.
Please make a wisdom saving throw for Calliope as well. Oh no, Calliope's far away, isn't she?
Yeah, Calliope is behind me, so she should be out of the way of it now. Especially if the thing is retreated from Amalia.
Yeah. So Calliope takes her turn as normal.
Okay, so we'll have inspiration on myself.
Okay.
Next in the... And then what can you do, love? Bane's still up, so that's okay. All of these are concentration. Bane has come in useful, so it's not worth dropping for Cloudy Daggers. Then again, that's D4 a turn, and it is a lot, but what if it moves? Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Oh no, I don't want it to get any closer. Yeah, just short bow, I guess. Like, pow.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
30, 20 plus 6. Math. That's another natural one. This is for the fucking shark, this is. Right, cool. Yeah, she just fuck off.
The shot goes wide, unfortunately, as she's still reeling from the splitting headache from before.
Jason duck.
Mark off the arrow. Calliope at this point is gonna turn and say, I don't think we can beat this thing.
Yes, we can.
On its turn, it's going to... Oh, it's frightened, so...
It's right
would
up
Amalia...
So,
would
yeah,
Amalia be between you guys and it on this creature?
So, where are we in relation to the council chairs?
You're closer to it. You're right about near where the statues is. Jason, you used your full movement to move away?
Yeah, I basically kind of moved Calliope straight out of the way and came
So
back
you're
first.
about 40 feet away from it, roughly.
Okay, yeah, Amalia would have basically stepped forward, not like immediately in front of us, but she would be between us and it.
Okay, so it can't move closer to any of you guys.
Okay, oh, thank God for that. I'm glad the frighten worked.
Does frighten mean they can't take actions apart from to run away?
It basically
It can't move closer to her, and it can't, and it's all its attacks and are made with disadvantage while it can see her.
Yeah.
Plus Bane.
Just so you know, that's only until the next turn as well. So
Yeah.
after this, it should be done.
Okay.
At this point, it just seems to recede into the cracks in the floor.
Yeah.
And that will be its turn.
Okay. How is Calliope's health?
38.
Okay.
Jason, it's your turn.
Sweet. The door that Scatino opened before, is that still open?
It is still open.
Sweet. And like looking down there, you said it was just like a corridor, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to suggest to everyone that we fucking try and belt it down there if we can.
Or we could belt it out.
Oh, I mean, of the castle?
We'll follow you.
No, we did that last time, didn't work out too well. I'm going to go... You know what, fuck it. I'm going to go down the... I'll go down the corridor. I'll move 40 feet towards the corridor.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh yeah, I would have picked up the javelin that Skatinos
Okay.
was
Easy
there.
enough.
Yeah.
After that, Skatinos, it is your turn.
I will. I've got nothing that's with it as well. So I am going to take the dodge action, and I'm going to follow Jason down the corridor.
Okay.
I've got 35 feet of movement, but
Cool.
I won't go ahead.
At top of the initiative order, Amalia's turn.
Sweet. Amalia would assumingly know that the Raw only lasts one thing, so she will. I think
Yep.
she'll probably follow us too. Yeah, she'll follow us too. Has
Alright,
35 feet of movement.
Yeah, she can. So you guys are all at the doorway underneath this marble archway now. Also, not archway, sorry, in this marble doorway. Anything else on her turn?
Really quickly, where she is next to Eslin, is free to move, right?
Eslin's free to move, yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, she'll move. Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else? Yeah, that's it. That'll be it.
Oh, alright, Eslin, your turn.
Yeah, I'll move with everybody else and prepare Sacred Flame.
Very well. You run, and you guys are all sort of crowding around under this doorway now. And you're holding Sacred Flame. Okay.
Yes.
Calliope's turn.
I think she's got one last Inspire, if I'm not mistaken.
Should be right. Tell you what, let me go ahead and pull up the sheet, and I'll mark off necessary.
So everyone's got one apart from Amalia at the moment. So.
I mean,
So,
Amalia still has inspiration from I think the last time because it's still clicked on, but I don't know whether or not that's just,
It lasts
that's just
10
a mark-off
minutes.
thing. Okay, so yeah, that would
So,
yeah.
There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's one left, which is she's about to use 5. So that's the last one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll give it to Amalia just in case that thing comes out again.
Okay.
And she will grab her bow and
Okay.
be ready.
After her turn, beneath you guys' feet, it shoots up and out again. And you guys go ahead and make your attacks.
I don't think anyone was holding attacks apart from.
Me,
Calliope,
I have to roll
yeah.
both. But
Oh,
bear
and
with
Sacred
me.
Flame. Oh yeah.
Are you aware we're
dexterity
making
saving
history?
throw, right? Dexterity saving.
Dexterity saving throw for Sacred Flame.
Natural 20.
Yeah, Eslin's fucking useless. Right,
So unfortunately, it is able to slither, like this spreading and shifting fungal growth is able to shift and move, and the eyes
Okay.
sort of spread out the way of your Sacred Flame. Go ahead and make an attack roll for the bow.
that's a dirty 20.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, I just noticed something.
What?
It's too late now. The frightened wouldn't have worked.
Oh yay!
Right.
So that's a 6 plus. That's the same amount of damage I did to Jason. 6 plus 3, 9.
Very nice. The bow lands into again, bursting one of the eyes.
Does it burst with blood?
This sort of black tar, marmitey kind of blood.
It is blood though. He used the word blood.
It's Australian.
It's. I'll make a note of it. A tenuous note.
All right. On its turn, it's gonna make an attack against Calliope because she just shot it, and against you, Eslin, as well. And yeah, just Calliope, Eslin, Joyce. So,
Don't forget Bane.
natural 1 on Calliope. Do you want me to roll Bane on a 27, Eslin?
Yes, please. Thank you. Just for the sake of it.
It's 26.
Is that a natural 20?
No, it was a natural 19.
Okay.
Fuck, okay. It's got big modifiers.
Well, it did roll a 4 on Bane, so 20. Does a 24? So does 23 still hit?
Just.
Alright, this tentacle just laps out and grabs you around the throat, and you just feel like a jellyfish sting almost biting into your skin. You take. Uh, 22 points of acid damage.
Ready? I'm still standing.
Only
And,
barely
Jason?
though.
Natural 1 again.
Okay.
Just spread it.
You just rotate your spear and bat the tentacle out the way. That is its turn. So after it, it is your turn, Jason, but I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure thing. That is a... Ooh, that is a 7 plus 1, 8. Nope, sorry, I was looking at Marley's. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, 7 plus 1, 8. Yeah.
That fails, unfortunately. Bzzz, you just clasp your head in agony. Because...
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make an attack roll against Calliope.
Okay. Spear in hand. Oh my god.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah, that's a natural 20.
We're
Alright,
gonna
go ahead and roll
die.
damage on that.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, can I use Wrath of the Storm on the thing that attacked me? I forgot that I have that sometimes.
When you say
Oh,
the thing that
yes.
attacked you, do you mean the plant or the Jason?
It attacked me as Lynn.
Okay,
I should have
cool.
done it. I should have done it twice because it attacked me twice. Can I just do it once for that red phone? Thank you, if you don't
Yeah, sure.
mind. Thinks we're getting fucking steamrolled.
So...
Doing pretty well, actually.
19? Oh, sorry, no, because it's proficient in con saving throws. 23.
No,
It's
a dex
Constitution,
saving-
right?
It's a dex.
Oh.
It's a dex saving throw of 15.
In that case, 21.
Yeah. So 3 points of lightning damage.
Cool. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it would. Just it'll take a point of lightning damage.
Okay. It's something. Okay. Are you ready to beat the shit out of
It does
Calliope
seem to
now?
resist the damage even more so than you expected.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just really quickly, DM, before I roll this, I want to make something, I want to kind of get some clarity on stuff. I have the Pierce
Yep.
of Feet, which does say when you score a critical hit that deals piercing damage to a creature, you can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the extra piercing damage the damage takes. Now, wording here it says is you can. So,
Yeah.
can I choose not to?
I will say yes.
Okay, cool. just fucking shish kebab on fucking bard. Right, so she takes. Oh my god. Takes 12 plus 4. So she takes. So what's that? 6. Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh right, I forgot because you guys can't mark Calliope's damage. So how much acid damage did she take before?
She was on 38 hit points. So 38
Okay.
minus 16, whatever that is.
Oh, fuck, I think I just killed Calliope. I not killed her. I think I might.
22. She should be on 22 HP at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. An additional 16.
With an additional 16 points of damage.
So was that 22 before my attack, isn't it?
No. It was 22 after you
Oh.
attack.
Oh, 22. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So just sorry, just do this wrong. Damn it. So you, in a blind sort of fritz, you throw out your spear and drives it through Calliope's shoulder and just sort of bursts, the head bursts out of her clavicle here. And she clutches it, blood pouring down, and she... We need to run!
What size is this creature?
It appears to be about medium.
It's pushed 10 feet away from us.
Okay. It seems to scatter almost like leaves before reforming. Is that from Wrath of the Storm?
It's just it's part of whenever I do Thunderbolt Strike,
Right,
whatever it's
yeah, I
called.
got you.
It just goes away.
Got you.
Can I
very
take
well.
a second? Can I take a second attack? 'Cause my first attack was towards Calliope.
Let me double check the wording of this.
Yeah, because I just want to make sure.
The creature then does nothing this turn.
Okay. So on my turn when I failed and I had to attack Calliope, was that my full action?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Just wanted to double check.
You get the sense from having this hair done a couple of times that there's degrees with which you can resist this effect.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, you can you can resist it slightly. Even if you fail to resist it entirely, but if you fail to resist it by a certain amount, the effect is more severe.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. After that, it is Scotinus' turn.
Okay, wisdom saving throw, advantage because I am an odd boy. The first one's a 10, and the second one is a 13.
13 fails, unfortunately. But, let me just double check. Yep, I'm gonna have to roll these for you.
Okay.
You feel the incessant buzzing return, and you just go still. You do not move or take actions this turn.
Okay.
Top of the initiative order, Amalia needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. That is an 11.
That fails, and she rolled a 10 though, but so she can act and move normally.
Okay, sweet. In that case, reading the rolls of this, can she manifest Echo within the? I'm asking this more as just obviously how Echo works. So tell me if this is possible or not. Can she manifest Echo in between the thing and us for it to basically make its attacks on the Echo as opposed to us once we get away?
And it will still trigger an attack of opportunity if she moves away, but she can use the Echo as a distraction to some degree.
Okay, sweet. So if there's a way of making the Echo, so you said it's a medium creature. So how kind of big is it space-wise?
About 5 feet.
5 feet. Okay, sweet. So if she can put it because I think it says it has to be between 15 feet of us. So on the opposite side, basically. So it's almost like it's appeared on the opposite side of the thing.
Oh, good.
And yeah, I don't know if she's allowed to make an attack with it or not.
She can burn I forgot what they're called, but she can burn a certain amount of points to do that.
So quick look, what is it? When you heighten your echoes... Wait, is that for... Oh, hold on a second. When you take the attack action on your turn... Oh, so I have to take the attack action on my turn. Okay, cool. In that case then, can I have the echo dodge?
I don't think at this level.
Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine.
You can mentally command the Echo to move 30 feet. As a bonus action, teleport magically swapping places. When you take the attack action, can originate from the Echo's place. When a creature you can see within 5 feet of your Echo moves at least 5 feet away from it, you can make an opportunity attack as if you were in the Echo's place.
Yeah. So it's more offensive than anything.
Unfortunately, yes.
That's fine.
At
Yeah,
this
cool.
level.
That's fine. So she's basically just echoing behind,
Okay.
so as a way to have another attack option for the thing to hit.
Okay.
I'm assuming she'll probably just walk the rest of it with it kind of walking with us.
So she's gonna walk away?
I'm not I'm not totally sure how this works. When she moves, does the echo move the 15 feet with us, or does it stay where it is?
She can command it to move 30 feet on her turn.
On her turn. Okay, in that case then I guess we're staying where we are until next turn.
Okay.
Or whatever the 15 feet radius is.
Okay. Eslin, your turn.
Listen to me.
I will get in front of everybody in that doorway and use gust of wind, like trying to force the creature away from us.
Is that a strength save?
It is a strength save, yeah. So it's concentration. So it's a wind tunnel, basically, 10 feet wide. Any creature in line.
16?
It's not pushed away from me, but if it tries to approach us, it will take double its movement.
Okay.
And it
You
will have
summon
to
a
keep
gale
making those
force.
saves per turn as long as I can keep it up.
Very well. After that, it is Calliope's turn.
Calliope will do a 3rd level Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay. These sort of shadowy tendrils extend from her hand and stitch her wounds shut before receding.
Oh, math. 1, 2, 3. 3d8.
Oh, the stream. Oh, sorry, I just noticed the stream died. Strawberry. Sorry, let me just message.
No, it seems to be working fine. I can see it.
Yeah, seems good on mine too.
I'll just message her separately.
Yep, says it's fine now, apparently.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I really wish there was like a brrrly. I mean, I suppose it would be incessant, but there should be like a notification thing for when messages arise. Hard to keep track of this stuff. Buffering. Cool, sorry, Calliope, what will she do on her turn? Other than the Cure Wounds.
She heals herself, so can you add 16
Yes, I
plus
can.
5?
21.
Okay, 21, I like that number.
Did she roll 3 8s?
No.
Oh, sorry, I can't math. Cool, anything else on her turn?
Let me have a look. I just crossed off her thing. So yeah, just have her move away from the thing. It should be far enough away from her that it doesn't get attack of opportunity with the Wrath of the Storm, I think.
She's gonna run away. It has and it shoots a tentacle out. It does have a reach of 15 feet. You've seen it.
Okay, then she'll stay where she is.
Isn't Calliope next to me?
We should probably all make a dash, because it won't have,
Yeah.
it might not have attack of opportunity against all of us, but we probably should do it for
Yeah.
the sake of trying to get away.
Just like if you do want to move, if she's within 5 feet of me, I can use interception if it does make an attack.
I'll tell you what she'll do. I know she's used a spell. Command to spell. Okay, no, she'll just stand there.
Okay. After her, it is this creature's turn. It is about... So it's not moved away from you guys, but it is in your guys' space. Oh no, sorry, it got knocked away 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, knocked away 10 feet, and also, gust of wind is still up.
Cool. It can't move closer to you guys, but it can still,
Yeah.
'cause it can reach you guys. So it's gonna just go for the trifecta. It's gonna go for you, Eslin, it's gonna go for you, Jason, and for you, Scotty.
Okay. Yeah, is everyone within 5 feet of each other now as well?
Yes.
Yeah, because we'll be in the corridor.
Yeah, cool.
So that's a 14 for you, Eslin.
Doesn't hit. Bane
And
is
for
still up.
Jason. I'm gonna roll Bane if it's relevant. It's 10, so Jason.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Its tentacles just can't find purchase. The wind is blowing it back and it's struggling. 22 on Scotty. And let me get going. Should I roll Bane?
How?
19.
Yeah, even with my thing that would hit, so yeah, that hits.
Sweet.
Alright. Scotty, you take... 9, 12,
Oh, fuck.
17 points of acid damage.
Interception?
Yeah.
Sweet. Sorry. Interception. Should have said that with way more confidence.
I'm just picturing Jason. I'm sorry, please, Mr. Monster, could you possibly not attack my friend if that's
that
too
is-
inconvenient?
Oh, yay. That's a 9 plus 3. So that's 12.
Cool, so you take 5 points of acid damage as Jason bats the tentacle out the way for the most part. All right, it's it's gonna move 5 feet towards you guys. Sorry, it's gonna move 10 feet towards you guys, which burns half its movement. Cool, that's its turn. After that, Jason, your turn.
Sweet. I'm going to try to use my full motion to dash and get as far away from it as possible down this corridor.
It will
So that's,
We're still going down the corridor, yeah?
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm assuming we are.
We've
Yeah,
committed.
Yeah.
We are.
So rolled an 18.
18 misses.
Just catches the back of your plate. No problem. Sorry, your splint.
How does dash work? Is it your movement speed doubled, or is it your movement speed?
Yeah, movement speed
Okay,
doubled. Because
sweet,
using
that's
your action
8
to move as well.
So as far down as I can get, my total movement is 80 feet, if that's possible. If not,
In a full gallop, you just blast off. All right. After that, it is Skatinos, your turn.
I need to make the wisdom thing again.
Oh yes. Oh, Jason, make a wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
yep. Ooh, yay! That's a 19 plus 1, 20. Modified 20.
That does succeed. So your turn goes through as normal.
Yay!
With advantage, my wisdom save is 18.
That just succeeds.
Nice.
Okay. You know what? I can determine whether or not what I want to do happens as a thing anyway. So I'm going to dash 70 feet down the corridor.
Easy enough.
Once I've done
70
that,
feet, by the way, would bring you between 70 and 80 feet. You guys are right at the entrance back where you are.
So just to clarify, so are we going down the corridor back out the castle, or are we going down the corridor further into the castle?
Jason, did you go out or further into the castle?
Sorry, my assumption was that it was like a corridor kind of straight down, and then like when I got to whatever the end of it would be, it would be the left or right?
Did you go into the corridor or did you try to leave the building?
I went into I would have galloped down the corridor.
Down the corridor. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Then, yeah, so that's the same direction I've gone as well. And once I get there, I'm then going to spend 2 sorcery points to, as a bonus action, attempt Gore Spike on the creature.
Okay, what is that, a con save?
Yes.
28?
It passes. So I don't know whether or not that's because it's blood or what's going on. If it did or didn't have blood or what's going on, because it'd be immune if it had blood. If it didn't have blood anyway, but I give that an attempt. That's it.
Okay. After that, it is top of the initiative order, Armalia.
Okay. Amalia is gonna use dash. So I'm assuming them echo will disappear when she busts through. So that's 35 times 2, 70. Yeah.
Yep. Run.
Yeah.
Calliope's. Sorry, Eslin, your turn?
I'm going to use my shield, the magic one, to block off the corridor.
After you run, I assume.
No, I'm going to stand there, wait for everybody to get away.
Because they've all run beyond. They've all run over this creature
Calliope
down the corridor, right?
Not. Calliope
No, that's-
has not.
Just so I
Yeah.
got this right, go. You guys ran down the creature over the creature down the corridor, right?
Well, I thought the creature was in the middle.
No, the creature was still in the room because we were all in the corridor.
No. The creature was. Oh wait, sorry. Yes, it was. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Because it got blown away by.
It was behind us,
Yeah,
right?
I thought it got
Raphael's
blown
sword.
away into the corridor. My bad.
No,
okay.
no,
Thank you for the clarification. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because it goes away from me, like
Yeah.
wherever I position
Copy that.
myself. So yeah, I will, and it will.
The shields just like unravel one after the other until you're basically a one-man phalanx.
And I will stand there until everyone is clear.
All right. Calliope on her turn. What does she do?
She is gonna move her full movement, and then she's gonna give me a fighting chance. And oh no, she's going to touch me first for a cure wounds at 2nd level. Weak. So that is 5 plus 5, so that's 10. So I am 24. And then she'll move down the corridor, so that's 30 feet.
Calliope is just going to run, still clutching her shoulder wound as she runs along.
Yep.
All right.
That's everyone's turn.
This creature is gonna. Oh, it has to make another saving throw, right?
Yes.
Strength, right?
Yeah.
9.
Fails.
It's blown back how far?
Good question. Bear with me.
10?
I think it's 10 feet, yeah. But I will
Alright.
double check. I don't use this spell enough.
It's good for cases like this.
Yeah. Good for fucking running. It's concentration, isn't it? So it'll be here. Gust of wind. Yeah, 10 feet away from me.
Very well.
Oh no,
It is-
15 feet away from me in a line. Sorry. That's an
Okay.
extra 5 foot.
It sort of gets blown back like leaves, but it reforms. At half movement, it's going to move back, because I believe it can.
Yep.
So it will get, so to go move 15 feet back, so a double movement that would require 30 feet, right?
Mhm.
So it's just going to straight up close the gap back to you, and it's going to make all 3 attacks against you, Aslan.
Yep. Thought so.
You have cover, I believe, due to the shield.
It should be full cover if I'm not mistaken. But,
Oh yeah, it's going to make 3 attacks against the shield then, trying to just batter
Oh
it
yeah,
down.
it has its own HP. I forgot this. I should.
Isn't
my
it like
special-
one where like it reforms perfectly to whatever you put it into?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
So just like these wall of interlocking shields have formed and blocked the doorway. Does a 17 hit?
Hit me?
No, the shield.
The shield should have its own AC.
I'm scrolling. It's been a while. Its AC's 14, so it does hit it.
Okay, I'll just roll all 3 attacks first. 21.
Hits it.
Oh wait, let me roll Bane real quick for the first one. So 17, where's the D4? So 17. 13.
Yay!
Second one, yeah, it was 21, so,
Yeah, so how much damage is it?
and the third one is, sorry, just because it can do 3 attacks, so, third one is 15. I'm gonna roll the Bane. The third one misses as well, because I rolled another 4, 11.
Nice.
So the shield takes... 21 points of acid damage.
It
You
is
see,
still up.
one of the shields begins to melt slightly, but it is still up. Alright,
Does that count
that
as
is...
an action against me, in theory?
Uh...
No, it's only when it hits me, so...
Yeah,
Cool.
sorry. Okay, so after that, it is, Jason, your turn.
Sweet. So now we're down the corridor. What's the situation of what we can see?
So you've traveled down this corridor.
Yeah, about as far as 80 feet would take
You've
me.
passed 2 doorways that were to your immediate right and left.
Okay.
And you've reached the other end of the corridor, which was about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40... It was about 45 feet away, and there's... So you passed... You got another set of double of doors to your right and left, and one directly at the end of the hallway.
Okay. Is there any way I could do like an insight check on the door and see if it feels shitty on the other side?
Unfortunately not.
Right, is there anything like on the door that looks like it's either locked or has the same moss stuff on it?
You don't see any moss.
Okay, sweet. Can I tell if it's locked? Try and push it.
It opens. Which one? Sorry, the one to your right or the one... Sorry, you're facing down away from the creature in Eslan, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
like
want the one to your right or the one to your left or the one in front of you?
the one in front of me, so the big double one.
You open it and you see about 5 feet away from you another set of identical doors.
Okay. Shall I open the other ones?
I'll let you use a bonus action to open those ones too.
Yeah, I was also be asking the guys if I should.
We need somewhere to hide.
Yeah, just gonna open those up. Kind of like poof, push them open.
Amalia's gonna say, "We should leave."
Okay. Like that was said after I pushed the door, so I don't know what you want to do.
Hopefully, it will lead to an exit.
So, you're gonna push the second door, sorry?
Yeah, so I already said I
Okay.
pushed the second door, and then you
You
said that.
see
So
a, 30 by 80 foot wide room that contains what looks like the remnants of barrels and other things, just splintered, rotted wood on the ground.
okay. Any obvious way out from here? From looking in the door.
The room
Windows?
looks entire.
Window?
The only door looks like the one that you... Oh, actually... Yeah, no, that's a fair point. There would be a singular small window.
Okay, not an exit. I mean that's my movement. I can't, and I've
Alright.
taken my actions and stuff, so I can't do anything else.
Scotinos, your turn.
I can try and distract it so we can go past it again to get out the way we came.
There are also the doors, the left and right ones. We don't know how much of a maze this place is. One of them could
Alright,
one of them could
Maybe-
lead to something open.
we only saw one when we arrived. When we arrived, there was just a entrance. Right, there was a main.
Correct.
I doubt there'll be another exit. I didn't see one when we came in.
Okay.
I'll try and distract it, and we can just run past it again on the other side. And
Yep.
just, we know that way works. So I'm going to get back to where Eslan is. Can I see? I guess I can't see the thing at all at the moment because of that shield wall.
You can't see the creature at all, no.
I will relay the plan to Eslan, that we'll try and catch his attention, and then we will run past it. Because
Alright.
it's going to come through the cracks in the whole building potentially, because that seems to be how it's traveling.
It takes you about 45 feet to get back to where Eslan is, so you still have 30 feet of movement if you wish. Sorry, 25 feet of movement if you wish.
Well, I can't get past the door, can I?
You can't
I
get
can't-
past my shield.
I can't get
unless
past the
you
shield
drop
at
it
the
as a
moment,
bonus
so
action.
No,
I'm-
you'd have to use a... Yeah, you'd have to use
Yeah, well, that's fine. Well, I will prepare and hold the Gore Spike action.
You would have had to dash, so you can't.
Oh, in which case then no, that's all.
Unless
that's
you
all
don't want to
done then.
dash, in which case you'd...
Nah, no,
Okay.
we need to get out quickly. So pass the message on, and then that's my turn.
Cool.
And yeah, basically I've just relayed. So we need to leave the way we've
Alright.
gone through.
Top of the initiative order, Amalia's gonna run... oh, sorry, what'd she do?
No, if she's the one who said that we should leave, yeah, we should leave.
Cool, Amalia's gonna run. And it's just up next to you, Eslan.
Can she hold an action?
She can? Oh, wait, sorry, no, she cannot.
She can't. Okay, cool. Never mind then.
Not if she gets to right up to where Eslan is.
Just because of the distance.
Yeah.
Cool. What is the distance actually, by the way, of the whole
If she
corridor
uses
now
her
from where they
normal...
are?
So it's about 45 feet. If she uses her normal movement, she'd be 10 feet away.
Okay, cool.
where
And
Eslan
how far am I away from Eslan?
45 feet. Because
Okay,
you...
cool.
Actually, 50 because you went through that first set of doors.
Yeah, that's fine.
Side.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so she's just gonna full dash.
She's gonna get up to Eslin, so that when...
Okay, cool. So that would be her action as well. Eslin, it is your turn.
Okay. I'll say to Scatinos, like, yeah, we can try. I might have something. I might have one saving grace if you want me to distract them. And then bonus action, I'll drop the shield.
Mm-hmm. Retreats into itself.
Can I grapple this thing?
You could certainly try.
Yeah,
No,
I will try to grapple this thing.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Natural 20 plus 3.
Against his 4. Oh wait, sorry, Dex. Still only a 10.
I got him.
6x. Smokes.
And she'll just be like, go! And then it's Calliope's turn, right?
Yeah, Calliope's turn.
Oh, fabulous. Well, she's right up next to it, so disengage action, and then using her full movement to head towards the door.
Okay, she runs 30 feet, running. It shoots out a tentacle. This is for flavor. It shoots out a tentacle, but she disengages and dodges out of the way. Next up is this creature who is grappled with you, so it's gonna wail on you, Eslin.
Yep, thought so.
So that would be a 24 before Bane. Sorry, 23 before Bane. Is there a chance it'll miss?
No.
Cool. Second one is a 20 before Bane. Is there a chance it'll miss?
Yes.
19.
No, hits.
And the third attack is a natural 3, so never mind.
Okay.
So you take... This is gonna...
I'm going
Why
down.
did you? Why?
Why not?
Hold on.
I might die.
Yeah, this is my concern.
Yeah, you might.
This because we.
It's cool. She had a good run.
We haven't even got to your kids yet.
That's why she wrote several wills, guys. She was prepared.
What's the condition in terms of health potions across among the party?
Me, 1.
You take 41 points of acid damage.
Suck.
Okay. That is well below what I had left.
But does it kill you outright?
No, my max HP is 51.
Okay, cool.
And it's just... And they just start to erode your skin, these two tentacles.
Oh, Wrath of the Storm.
Okay. Con, right?
Dex.
Oh, sorry. Then 23.
It takes 5 damage.
Up to 2.
It's something.
Alright. And it's the last thing that you scream out as you are sent unconscious by the acid wrapping around you and dissolving your skin. Alright, that's its turn. Jason, your turn.
40 feet of movement. Can I walk up? Can I use my dash and pick up Eslin, or will that be two separate actions? There'll be two separate things.
I'll go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay, cool. Oh, that is a 18 plus 7.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
You you leap like Indy with the rock, except it's you with Aslan. If you've seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, you just slide down.
Yeah, charging straight down, picking her up.
Hoist her body up and continue running.
Sweet. Bonus action, because I did charge more than 30 feet. Can I just take?
Well, I'm letting you grab her as a bonus.
Okay,
action.
that's fine then. Sweet, cool, that's fine. Sweet. So she's on my back, and I'm moving as far forward as I can from it with the 80 feet of
attack of
movement.
opportunity against you, Jason.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's a 24. Is there a chance it would fail?
24.
The lowest it could get.
It would still hit. Yeah, it would still hit.
You say. Wow, that's 4 ones. So you take 8 points of acid damage.
Whew, okay.
But you were able to, it slaps against the horse, like it basically like horse ass slaps you, leaving like a tentacle print of acid on your body.
Yeah.
But you
the slap itself just like makes me jolt a little bit faster.
All right,
Okay.
and you dash away 40 feet. After that, it is Scotty's turn.
Okay. You've got him away. That's fine. Who
Scotty,
is...
you are out of focus.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
seem
there.
clear. I seem clear on thing. Let me turn it off and on again.
Hello, IT.
There we go.
Don't know what happened there. Okay. Who has not got past the creature yet?
Just you, I believe.
Yeah, I believe you.
All right. Cool. Fine. I am going to take. Sorry, I'm going to take the dash action and just go straight past it for 70 feet of movement.
It's already used its reaction this turn, so it cannot do anything.
And then I will shred through my last 2 sorcery points, including the one that's there, plus the one that I get extra for being Blood Mage, and I'm going to, as a bonus action, again, actually, I'm going to attempt to cast Blood Boil instead.
Okay.
Constitution
right.
straight through.
Did not roll too well. 15?
15.
Yeah.
15 is the DC.
Unfortunate. Does it take
No
any
worries.
damage?
Nope. It's
Okay.
cantrip, so that's it. Cool. And that is me.
Okay. After your turn, top of the initiative order, Amalia.
Yeah, same thing. Dash
Just
far out as you
okay,
can.
cool. Dash. Fair enough. Eslan, make a death saving throw.
Is that just a natural 20? Is that a 20? Sorry.
Sorry?
For a saving throw, is it
Standard
just a 20?
Yeah, just a
D20,
D20,
Yeah,
yeah.
just a 20.
Yeah. Anything above a 10 is a success. Anything below a 10 is a fail.
17.
That is
God.
one success.
Thank God.
Cool. After that, it is Calliope's turn. What is she gonna do?
She should be right by Esling right now, I think.
Well, I think
she can-
yeah.
So she's 10 feet ahead, but she can get to you.
Oh, I'm not having to go back in.
No. So she.
Well, she's
would-
on me. Yeah.
Jason dashed past Calliope because she was 30 feet.
dash past.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so she'll move the movement up to him.
Jason is speedy boy. Okay, 10 feet. So she moves 10 feet to get to Jason.
Yeah. Okay, so she's used one of those. How many? She's used one second level. Okay, so second level cure wounds on Esling.
Oops, what's some water? Okay, easy enough. Aslan, go ahead and heal that. Let me. Oh, I forgot to mark off the spell slots.
So she's used one first level, one second, and one third.
All right, cool.
So it's 9 HP. 9 HP. Oh, I forgot that I have inspiration.
I'm also surprised you didn't have her summon a hellhound.
Yeah, no, I thought Bayan was doing a good job, and they're both concentration.
Oh, fair enough.
I thought the debuff has like saved us a few times.
No, yeah, fair point.
What is her modifier? +5, so that's 9 + 5, which is 14, which is a number. Yay.
You come to consciousness. And you swear for a moment you see a enormous robed woman who seems to like these flowing robes, like the colors of that is the color of like pitch black, standing before you, smiling before she vanishes.
Good to have you back.
Nice to be back. And then Calliope's going to use the rest of her movement to...
For another 20 feet to dash
Yeah.
away. Cool. This creature is... you watch as it sort of just stares at you guys and then recedes into the wall. That's it. And for the purposes of brevity, I will say that at this point, combat is over, and you guys proceed to dash the rest of your movement and run out of this building. Clappy's clutching her shoulder.
She
Oh,
shouldn't be. She should be like 41 HP, to be fair.
There's
I
still a
just found that.
slight wound, though.
Ezra's just there, like...
Fuck that.
well,
Let's rest up and have another go at it tomorrow.
I'm in a lot of pain.
You know,
I have nothing for you, I'm sorry.
Please don't jump and sacrifice yourself again.
Well,
I had a way for it to just not hit me. I was going to just simply disappear into the cracks and
Yeah,
make it
yes.
think I'm invading its home and distract it.
Yeah, and
Really
with all
didn't
due
have to risk
respect,
yourself.
yeah, with all due respect, of everyone here currently who can, like, not be used, like, you are one of the people that we need, especially now, especially where we are, especially where we're meant to be going.
Calliope is going to chime in and say, guys, a thought occurs. Why do we think this part of the island is so dead?
Because the plants have gained sentience and fucked off.
Or an invading force stripped it of everything in order to build shit?
You're not usually this inquisitive.
Yeah, well, I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm looking for a solution. Speaking of which, why was that one area full of trees, then?
Because the Woe Strider killed whatever came.
It wasn't. I don't think the Woe Strider was.
Well, there's lots of
So-
trees stripped from this area, so I think we can kill whatever that bush thing is if we were a bit better rested, right?
I don't know. We barely made a dent in it, Eslin.
I know.
Why don't we rest up in the trees, and tomorrow we'll send a message to Tanis and see if that place is even worth our time.
That's true.
I was more interested in exploring around it anyway, in case there was a crypt beside or nearby the castle, because that would be closer to what we're looking for.
Let's see what Tanis says. I don't want to fucking die on a hunch. And she just sort of walks away. Not necessarily like... She doesn't seem like angry at you guys in particular, but she does seem shaken.
In pain.
Sorry.
Not your fault, just hurts.
I know. Yeah.
Alright. What are you guys doing?
Where's around where we are? Like, what is the safest looking place to rest up? And also, what time of day is it as well?
So it was like a 30-minute walk to get from. So this is it's it's only been like an hour since the start of the in game time since the start of the session. It was about a 30-minute walk to get to the palace.
Okay.
So it's like midday, so
Yeah, it's still quite bright out.
yeah.
Sorry, late afternoon. The sun is sort of beginning to set at this point.
Okay, so
Maybe we should head back closer to where the wall is.
Calliope turns and says, I don't think the gnolls will know that the Woe Strider's dead.
Yes, but the wisp is still around.
What's one wisp? I'd rather take my chances with one wisp and know
I
that we're in a
wouldn't-
place that no one...
Looking at Eslin just like fucking bleeding profusely.
yeah, Jason's like barely remembering the wisp. It's like trauma.
We don't know that the wisp would even have
Stick
the
around.
courage to stick around without
Yeah,
its support network. I don't know, like, we'll do what you want, Eslin. I'm happy to go
You're
along
probably
with...
right. Probably right. Let's head back to the trees and rest up.
We can rest up only a short way into the trees if we wish.
Yeah.
That way we're not at the centre if that appeases everyone. And we will go back to the trees.
Easy enough. After about a half an hour's walk or so, you're able to creep in through the trees. How far in would you want to go? Like, I know not all the way through, but 100 feet
I think,
in?
yeah, like a smart move would be deep enough to not be seen, but not so deep that we also can't see out.
Mm.
So we can see the edge
Yeah.
of the tree line.
Yeah.
That's about, yeah.
But like if we were like deep enough in and kind of stayed down, we wouldn't be immediately seen.
Yeah.
All right, you guys find a... Will someone go ahead and make a survival check?
No, I can do
I
that.
can do that.
Okay, well that's fine.
But again,
We'll
do I
all
have to
survive.
roll in today?
I mean, I do have it. I have inspiration as well.
I
Oh,
also
yeah,
have
I
inspiration.
Not after 30-minute walk, you don't.
Okay. Well, should we let's roll it separately.
Oh, 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay, yeah, that's better than mine anyway, so that's fine.
You find a nice little bed of... Oh, crap. I forgot what it's called. I was going to say moss, but it's not moss.
Oh god! Just start stacking the floor.
You know when, like, leaves and grass and stuff fall down and just...
Mulch,
Okay,
yeah.
you find a nice bed of relatively dry mulch that's about 20 feet by 30-ish feet, and it seems comfortable enough, and you have a clear line of sight, you know, if you're peeking around the trees where you can see, you know, streams of the outside of the forest. This looks like a good spot.
Oh god, I'm in so much pain.
Same.
You guys choosing
well,
to
If,
camp for a long
if
rest?
yeah, but before that, Calliope will use she should. Oh no, she used that other second level. So she has a. She do a second level cure wounds on Jason just to
Very
make
well.
sure that anything attacks in the nighttime, we don't all mysteriously die.
Sure.
Easy enough.
Well, that's so much better than the ones we had in combat. That's a 9. That's 14.
Okay.
14. Sweet.
But yeah,
And
you
Ezra
guys,
just goes to bed.
you guys roll out your bedrolls, make preparations for camps. Is anybody taking watch?
I'll take the first watch because I have a high passive perception at the moment. What's everyone's passive? Yeah, I can take the first watch.
Passive 13
Mine's
for me.
17.
Okay, well, Eslin's is high, but Eslin does need to heal.
I'll take the first one then.
Okay, you sure?
Probably safer early in the afternoon, right?
Okay.
And it's lighter. Oh no, you should do it when it's lighter because you don't have eyes.
Yes,
Eslin,
I am a blind centaur.
Eslin, go to bed.
Yes, go to bed.
You've lost a lot of blood, honey. Calliope just sits down and says, I'll take the first one.
Eslin will take the third one then when she's had her full rest.
Okay. Calliope's going to make a perception check. Jason, you're awoken about 3 hours later by Calliope saying, "You're up, big guy," and she's just gonna.
Okay. Cool. Perception.
Yes, please.
Ooh, that fell out. Oh, that is a 16.
It is quite peaceful.
Okay.
Your shift goes by without any event, save for with that perception check. Also, you do hear in the distance these faint yelps every now and then that sound a bit like.
Sure. Like the distant like roars of the knoll places.
You've never heard this weird before. It's like a weird animalistic laugh cackle.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't make a hyena noise. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll whilst I'm on watch and nothing's happening, I'll also like be taking out a piece of paper and just looking at it, and then I'll probably go and get Esna afterwards.
Okay. Eslin, you're awoken by Jason after about 3 hours.
Hey,
Your turn, doll.
thank you.
Eslin, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh my god.
That was very nearly a 1. Like, I watched it, and then it went, that's 12.
Strawberry, if you're in the chat, can you like screen cap Eslin's various like faces, like expressions, and make them
This
into
is why I do
emojis?
not put on my camera.
Yeah, don't say that, or we won't have her face again.
No.
Oh, that's very. But you're so adorable.
No. What, did I see anything or not?
You do not see anything, and your watch comes to an end without event. I'm kidding. Don't clip Eslin, of course.
There's a moss knoll coming towards you from the castle.
But morning light streaks through as you all come to, enjoying a benefit of a long rest. I'll go ahead and take a long rest for both Calliope and
Amalia.
Amalia.
Thank you,
I'm,
bud.
I'm just going through my spells if you see any of them changing.
Oh
Different
god.
stuff.
Oh, I needed that. Oh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Amalia says as she's sharpening her axe.
How do we feel today? If you're feeling happy, then clap your hands. Clap your hands like me.
What?
I'm just, I'm in one of them moods, a weird one.
Calliope sort of rolling her shoulder a little bit, and then she finally clicks it. It's like, that's better. All right, what are we doing today?
Well, you said you wanted to ask what's his face about the if that place is worth checking, right?
I mean, how would you feel if we went through all the trouble of killing that thing and then find out that there was no point?
We could still move in.
I mean,
Lofty goals, lofty goals.
I sort of have to go back home at some point.
Also, fixer-upper seems like a kind word for that place.
What the hell is a divine lunar spear when it's out? Nice. Right, message to Talis, not Talis, Talis?
You were right.
Before you do it, I would make, I would think
You were right the
Eslin,
first
about
time.
what you want to say before you say it.
Hi, Tanis. How's it going? Is the wreath in the palace, Talis?
Oh.
Haha. Only joking. That would be enough, right?
Hi, Eslin.
Oh, I didn't send that. Okay, let's say I sent it.
Oh, so you're not casting...
You're
sorry.
practicing.
I was practicing,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Sorry.
going to say if there's anything they want to add.
You could ask if there are any stories of unclaimed treasure within it.
I don't think she knows that. I think she just feels good feelings or bad feelings based on what we're asking her.
Then maybe better that we ask if she thinks about the Knoll Plains
Mhm.
to the far west, where we think it's more likely that we need to go, and to see if that bodes well for us.
Hyde City, I think it said on the map, right?
Can't remember, but that sounds about right.
Right.
Okay. So, how many words do you get?
25.
We are considering investigating Hyde Plains on west of Ireland to find
The reef.
Reef. Does that bode well for us?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I would say try and avoid.
Jason's just sitting there.
Grammar in. It's only specific
Sorry,
words.
guys.
No.
That was so obnoxiously loud, and I realized afterwards I had muted. This really intense moment, and just Jason like, no, please.
That is the Baymax moment of fixing the puncture wound.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Hi, Tanis. How's it going? We want to know. Is it Hyde City? Reef? Yes, no.
Hi. Actually, about 10 minutes later. Wait, what's the casting time for Augury? Okay, so about a minute later, you hear, "Hi, Eslin. I asked about that general direction. Signs point to wheel."
Will?
As opposed to woe.
Well, yeah. So yes, it's over there somewhere. Oh, I wish I could say thanks, but I'm not spending another 3rd level spell slot.
And the last part of the message is, "I'll look on you later today."
Ah, cute. She's sort of like, she says thanks to herself, but she's just like, yes, actually, over there in that general direction.
It was where the rock seemed most like what we were looking for.
Yeah.
And come to think of it, concerning what we've seen, if the Gnolls have taken over, basically, if they were going to take anything as like a trophy potentially of a conquest, Reef does seem like something they would probably do.
Right.
But are we looking for the reef, or are we looking for the burial of the king?
We're looking for the tomb. The thing
Yes.
we have to go on is the wreath, because it's probably
Yeah,
buried with him.
But that
I
is
think
not
we'd know
what
if the Gnolls had it.
This is my thoughts, and we're not after the reef. Our end thing is not the reef, right? It's finding what's in this tomb and seeing what we can get from the tomb. The reef is useful, and we're using that as that's where it is. But if we come back with the other reef, I think Drax would probably say, "This is great, but that wasn't what we were there for." I can't remember. Was it the reef he was after specifically? I don't think it was.
It wasn't the...
No.
Calliope will,
Right.
clarify. It wasn't the wreath he was after. That's just a way to find the tomb.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, if it was like a kind of location thing, or like a what do you call it? Oh, what are they called? The like spiritual like diadems things to like
Yeah.
search for things.
She points to the... I can't remember. Did Daxos give you guys a bag of holding? I think he was supposed to.
He didn't.
If he did, I don't have one.
Okay.
He didn't give us a bag of holding.
Calliope would most likely be the one to have it, or
You know what? For retcon purposes, I'll say she'll hold up her bag of holding that Daxos gave her. We'll say that happened now, because if it didn't happen, I forgot to, and it should have happened like that.
Okay.
We're supposed to stuff whatever we find in here and have that sent back to him.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that he'd send somebody to collect it as well, so we could head on to Vishiros afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay then.
About this point, actually, I'll say, you hear in your ear, Aslan. Hey, it's Daxos. You should have made landfall about now. How are things going?
Nearly died. Twice.
Oh my god.
Search goes well. Looking in general direction now. Should have news reasonably soon. Lots of love. Tempest.
A few seconds later, you get another message that says, sorry to hear that. Take all the time you need. Keep an eye out. It might be hidden. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Thanks, but should be fine. Calliope's here. Should I say hi?
Fuck's sake, Esmond.
Eat your food and veggies. See you soon. Eslin.
You do not get a response.
I'm working on it, Mom. So, maybe we should try going in the sea again. I can locate objects. Now that there's more of us there, it might give us a better opportunity to make landfall. Right?
Clive thinks maybe.
I was going to say, why don't I have locate objects on? And then I was on Calliope's thing.
I don't think the gnolls have it. I don't think the gnolls have found the tomb.
I agree. I think it just means that searching in that direction may be where it is.
Yeah, but my point
Remember,
is,
it was looking.
let's
Avoid
steer
the main
clear
city.
avoid the main
check.
city as long as possible.
Okay, so
We could use the mountains.
It's not near the mountains though, right? It's by water. That's what the drawing said anyway.
I don't know.
Rocks.
We could use the mountains to get to that general direction safely, maybe, rather than traverse the Badlands.
I don't know.
Mountain, sorry, singular.
I don't think that we.
The mountain's in the other direction, is it not?
Yeah.
From where we are.
If we just make it for the sea.
You guys are in, like, the enclave where the lake is. You're a little further back, but you're sort of in the shadow of the mountain.
To be fair, I'd be quite tempted.
Oh, I see, right.
I'd be quite tempted to head back towards the palace, and then just avoid it.
Close to, but not in.
Yeah, and then make a way for the sea, cast locate object, find the general area, and then.
We still have to go all the way around if we want to go in that general direction.
True. How big's 1,000 meters? Like, how many of these little squares does that count for? Is it just one?
So it would be just under 1 square.
Right. Okay.
I think we look for something that is close to.
Sorry, no, because 1 square is half a mile, so it would be just over 1 square.
Okay, that's good.
Before we cast it for no reason, because you can only cast it a number of
It's
times.
1,000
a day.
feet, not 1,000 meters. That's a big difference. Sorry, I just noticed that. Right? Locate object.
Yeah.
So
but no
yeah,
one
1,000.
uses feet. We're not American.
But the D&D system is.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I know.
1,000 feet would be about 1/4 of 1 square.
Okay.
We should not cast the spell pointlessly. We should instead look for things that look close to that drawing that was on the side of the vase before you cast it.
The
Rather
only
than cast...
places that we found that looked like that was right next to Hyde City,
Yes.
or towards the lower end next to the wall, like on the inside at the bottom.
I mean, what
I
about
don't
this
think it was
mine?
something
What's that?
I don't think it looked, because it wasn't the right colour of rock down there. The closest was that possible thing to the left of or to the west of the city.
Well, let's make our way that way then.
And you're sure you saw the exact rock shapes over there?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. What I saw there was the right colouring of the rocks that we're looking for, meaning that it's more likely to be found there than anywhere else. Like, it's on this side of that part of the island, more likely.
I mean, I'm not keen to get into a scrap too soon, too quickly. Why don't we start at the top of the island and work our way down?
Because the top of the island takes us right by their stronghold. The bottom of the island...
Not if we go over.
What map are you looking at, Calliope?
She points to the map of Iska.
You're going to have to trace with your finger, Calliope, because from the centre, that's where the right down to... If we're going to the north at the top and then travel anti-clockwise around the map, we're going to come across that stronghold in the top, in the north.
She points... So, I'm saying we go up... She points to... If we're at this Lake Catafigio, if we go straight up to around where the mine is, work our way down from there, going over the mountain.
I'm still looking for the map.
If I'm proficient with cartographer's tools, can I kind of look at this and see like how long the journey without any kind of complications would take for kind of getting the route that Calliope wants to take?
Eyeballing it, mountains are kind of tricky terrain, so few hours.
Few hours, just to get from where we are to the mines, right?
3, maybe 4 if you're going to go through the mountain.
Okay, yeah, cool.
We'd pass by the observatory as well if we do that.
It's half a day if that's what you guys want to do.
I don't, surely it'd be quicker to walk down, because that only took half an hour to get to Agapia's palace.
Yeah, but then we got to go around through the mudflats and the Badlands and then past Hyde City.
We'd have to go through the northwestern Badlands if we go the north side. Do we know if the southwestern or the northwestern Badlands are worse than worse or better?
I don't know any of that, but I know we could cover some ground. We could get a lot more out of the way, and we'd have to, if we find nothing, we find nothing, but we'd cover more ground going from the top down rather than trying to go through the southwestern Badlands first. I'd just rather do the thing that gets us killed last.
I don't know, walking through a mountain without equipment sounds like something that would get us killed a lot faster.
The only other thing to think about, though, Eslin, is at the very northern part of the island was that other dip that could have been it, but we weren't sure because of the shape. Because
of the shark.
Well, no, not the shark. The shark. It wasn't the shark that was the problem. That was the lake.
I don't understand how we're going to find something near water in the mountains. It just seems... I know we might avoid facing something, but I fear that...
Well, there's a whole top shore to this island.
I know that, but there's a whole top shore, but there's also a whole western shore.
So, casting my mind back to when we did our search, the only location that we saw the red rock was on the western side of the island.
No. So anything beyond the mountain is red rock, aside from that forest where the Woe Strider was.
Okay. It's possible. I didn't see. There is that point at the very northern part of the island that might have been it. Again, like looking at the map, that little dip right at the very northern part, right at the end of the mountain range. It could also be there, but I don't know.
Well, so looking at the map, if we're going over mountains, if they're treacherous, for lack of a better term, or difficult terrain, it's a good chance that other things aren't going to be up there.
I mean, the wall, Catamon's wall is only that small section because the rest of the mountain acts as the rest of the wall.
Do we have the equipment for mountain climbing?
No, but we've got a pair of purple sandals, and she points to Jason.
Clip-clop.
It doesn't make sense to me, but if that's what you guys decide, that's what you guys decide. I'll go with the majority.
We've also, as Calliope just said, just look, because we've got the observatory, the mine, that northern part Scotinus was talking about. We can cover all those without having to go anywhere near the city if we take this path.
Yeah, but why do we need to go to the observatory and the mine if we're looking for somewhere near water?
I mean, the mine's kind of near water, and the observatory could maybe get us a good look around. It's at the very top.
Okay. Sure.
It was just a thought, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just a sightseeing tour, you know?
Perhaps the observatory is a better palace anyway. Maybe that can be our new home.
Mm-hmm.
We can even skip the observatory if we want. I'm just saying, let's, travel that way to get to the top, and because then we've got also that city if we want, or the mine, or... My point was, let's... yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I don't think we're planning to go ever into Hyde City itself. Unless we need to, and I doubt we'll need to. But, okay, we'll travel north, and if we need to go for a swim, we'll go for a swim.
Alright. So, you guys, I'm guessing you guys head out?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to attempt to travel north.
Oh, Night Mom, thank you for sticking around. Appreciate it.
Night.
Sorry, I only just saw that. Alright, very well. You guys set off. You give the lake a wide berth and sort of go around it, approaching where it starts to get very, very steep. You're able to walk for a very long time. In fact, you get about halfway up the mountain. It's steep, but you're able to walk normally, every one of you. Can I get everyone to make a Constitution saving throw?
Is it a cold thing?
No, it's a steep thing.
Okay, before we did anything then, I would have, in terms of going up, I probably would have had a rope attached to, like me and the spider slippers, and then a rope attached to me, and then kind of similar situation again, where kind of each. I think we've got enough rope. Everyone's got rope on them, right?
You know what? At this stage, I'll say, don't worry about the saving throw. You guys are just walking along easy enough. It gets to a point, though, where it's starting to be a bit steep and you're having to use your hands. Now, again, this is not a terribly high mountain. At no point do you really need to, start putting spikes and walls and stuff like that. Like, the terrain is, certainly not smooth sailing, but at no point are you in any place where you would fall more than, 50 feet max.
Okay.
So you manage to climb along, pushing bushes aside. A couple hours into your journey, you feel the altitude start to the air thin just a tiny bit, ever so slightly. You break out through the trees and you step on a the path that is at the top of this mountain, and in the distance, about half a mile away, you see the crumbled tower of the former observatory of Iska. And so, just to get you an idea, so this is, you ever seen those paths that are at the top of the mountain that are sort of like that ridge, right on the ridge? So you're
Yeah.
on that type of
Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
There is a very old, very decrepit, but still serviceable stone path that has been built atop here.
Any sign of movement within the observatory? Any bushes that
Yeah.
You are
so-
about half a mile away.
Could we get closer and then ask the same question?
Yeah.
Very well. It's easy enough to walk along, and you about at this point, because it's easier walking along here. About half an hour later, at this point, I'll say half an hour. You manage to approach the observatory. I'll got a image reference as well, just so you guys. So you see something to this effect, only much more obviously decrepit. Let me just pull up so many maps. Yeah, you see a dilapidated remains of a large celestial observatory. Its former grandeur is evident, but time has been unkind to this abandoned structure. The round, almost tower-like building consists of 3 stories, each one framed with gorgeous marble pillars. The rooftop is domed, comprised of overlapping tiles and hexagonal oblong shapes. The whole structure is comprised of the finest marble, framed with brass gilding. As you approach along the path, you begin to see that a section of the structure has collapsed into rubble. The brass is tarnished, and green with age, the marble riddled with cracks and holes.
Any sign of movement?
Go ahead and
Any
make a perception
sign of
check.
Yeah, can't make them 1, 2. Natural 20.
2?
Jason, as far as you can tell, it is as still and quiet as a tomb.
Can you climb on top of that, Jason?
I believe so. The spider climbing just let me kind of stick to things, don't you? Yeah.
You could do that easy enough.
Yep.
All right. Do you do so, Jason?
So it looks broken down and rough, but does it look sturdy still? Like nothing's going to just like collapse if I like go on the
Go
top
ahead
of it.
and make a survival check.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Now they're all coming in. That's another natural 20 plus 4.
The cracks look surface deep as far as you can tell. There's a bit of structural damage, but nothing severe.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Right, yeah.
You Spider-Man horse clop up the wall. Oh yeah, in case anyone's taking notes in chat, Jason has boots of spider climbing, which allow him to walk on vertical surfaces as if it were the ground. But yeah, you're able to... You are standing on top of like Roach in a bad glitch in The Witcher. You are standing on the roof.
Skyrim horse.
Sweet. Am I seeing anything in particular?
Can you see any red rocks up there?
What do my centaur eyes see?
It fucking windy. Has anyone seen that meme with the fox? Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
That is a 15 plus 1, so 16.
You definitely see the stark contrast for the first time. To one side of you, on the side with Valeron, is lush forest and beautiful fields. To the other side, wasteland.
Yeah.
Except for obviously the one patch where the Woe Strider used to live.
Yeah.
So the sort of rocky formations, or like the sort of paler, redder rocks, are all around that side. Then that's just the color of the land and the earth.
Right.
You can see, well, say with a 16, that around the coastlines in general, it becomes more, rather than sort of rocky, solid structures of like rocky outcrops, it becomes more like a series of boulders over, like just falling all over each other like piles of pebbles.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'd feed that back to the party.
Should we have a look inside just to see if there's anything that's left that might be useful for us? Maybe a different map with, I don't know, how old is this observatory? Can I make a history check?
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
See if it's ye old architecture. Although with the way I'm rolling today, I might not even see anything.
Calliope is going to make one as well.
What? I don't think I've rolled above a 15 today. That's a 14 with a plus
I think
3.
you did when you hit me.
I did when I hit you.
14 plus 3 is still not bad.
No. 11 plus 3, 14 total.
Okay. Oh, with Calliope's 18 as well, between the two of you. So the actual observatory dates as far back as the founding of the island.
Oh, so it might have something useful.
Or at the very least, when it was first built up, after obviously the island was discovered, but when its founder set up shop and built the cities, he built this observatory. There one time in terms of, the location of the observatory as well as its funding and other things, it rivaled the one in Meletis in terms of scope. After the war, it obviously fell to disuse and ruin. It didn't make sense to upkeep it with the risk.
Can I go inside, and I'm specifically looking for maps or books about the old kings and where they might be buried.
All right. You walk inside the front door and you see it's about 15 by 15 foot little lobby, like just a little empty space corridor that goes up a flight of about 10 feet of stairs. And walking up that, you see a front desk type of area. There's an elevated circular platform section that's about 2 feet off the ground, where there's the remains of an old desk and a chair. This room is square on all but the furthest side, which is in a semicircle formation. To the walls immediately behind you. So you've walked into the square room. Obviously there's the corridor right behind you. But there's a section of the wall that's still behind you, if that makes sense. Sorry, because the corridor doesn't comprise the whole wall behind you.
Yeah?
So there's this is the door you walked into, and the wall is about this big.
Okay.
So there's 2 doors here and here on that wall that's right behind you. There are 2 doors. Sorry. There is a door to your immediate right and to your immediate left on these. And by the way, this room is about 80 square feet. So there's a door to you in the center of the walls on your immediate right and your immediate left. And there is a total of 5 doors around the semicircle.
I guess I'll go and check the doors.
Alright, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Trash these. 6.
Six total? Jesus.
Hence the silence.
So the doors that are on the semicircular wall appear to have all been bedrooms at one time. You know that this kind of structure would have been generally have some religious amount of reverence to it, specifically most likely around Krufix, god of horizons. In fact, you do see some of his iconography on the walls. Yeah, picking through the bedrooms.
Can I say Calliope's with me? Because she's got a good investigation, and she wouldn't leave me by myself.
Calliope rolled a 15.
Much better.
Plus 8. So 23. So yeah, with Calliope's deft help, so Calliope's just going to take lead on this, and she just rummages through everything. So yeah, the doors along the semicircle all appear to have been bedrooms at one point. You see these sour, not rotted, but just old and decayed mattresses that are now almost paper thin, full of holes, bugs strewn across. But you get the sense that they were bedrooms at one time. Looking through the doors to the right and the left on the flat walls, the one to the right appears to have been some sort of the one to the left appears to have been some sort of mess hall at one point. You see an overturned bench, what looked to be a cracked plate at one point, what could have been a cabinet where a log stove could have been. Mess hall. Oh no, sorry, that one's a kitchen. Sorry. I can't do numbers very well. Calliope picks through that and doesn't find anything of value.
Okay,
She
so
looks
there's...
at on the room immediately adjacent to it on the back wall. This is the mess hall, and in a similar state of dilapidation with nothing of value. She leads you over to the door on the other back wall, and this appears to be some form of a larder. Again, unfortunately, nothing of value. You get the sense that this place has been picked clean.
So there's no like library or place with text or anything like that?
She opens the final door, which is on the right side, and this appears to have been a research facility of some sort. It does look like a study. There's, where you can tell there used to be a rug here because the square, there's still a difference in terms of the amount of sun staining or sun bleaching where the square used to be. The wall next to it is much paler. You see a couple desks that were bolted to the wall that weren't able to be ripped away. With that, actually, I'll say Calliope does a thorough search of the study room, because she rolled really well. Reaches through all the nooks and crannies. She's going to do a separate investigation check. Yep, that'll do it. She reaches around and... She peels one of the tiles away, which seems to come out as if it's been cut out. And she reaches in and she pulls out a small copper box.
What you got there?
I don't know, it was hidden. Carefully opens it and she sees a small scrap of folded paper on the inside.
Does it look like a magic scroll, or does it look like
A map or like a note?
Just looks like folded parchment.
should I open it just in case?
Yep, definitely. Kind of pushing Essen forward a little bit.
I would
Calliope
actually
holds it out to you.
suggest. I would actually suggest, if you're concerned that it might have a magical effect. I am rather wry when it comes to things taking hold on me.
I have dispel magic though, which I thought
And
might
yeah,
be
Aslan,
helpful.
but you need to be conscious enough to cast it, so better to you cast it on someone than...
True. I will sit there ready just in case.
Okay. Skotinos, you unfold the paper.
I do.
And you see a very elaborate painted illustration of a starry night sky. And it's fairly common knowledge that astronomers will map out things that they see, so this doesn't strike you as odd necessarily. What does strike you as odd is that this doesn't... Like, you see the night sky, except, and you point like, hey, I recognize a couple of these constellations. You're certainly no astronomer, Skatinos, but, a couple of the more famous ones you are able to make out, so you get a sense that what you're looking at has some amount of accuracy. Which makes what you all see all the more surprising, because you see gaps in the stars, just on the paper, where nothing's been drawn there. There's a total of 15 gaps. You count them out, and each set of 3 gaps form a wicked smile. Massive grin and slanted, hideous eyes. And it's haphazard, almost like it was... As you get the sense that there was mad scrawling of the stars.
Someone
Except in
saw
these
it
areas.
and went, they saw something terrifying and drew it at that point, wondering what it was they saw.
So yeah, you see like these gaps, these 5 gaps in the stars that are in the shape of horrific, wicked smiles.
Sorry, let me get some clarity on that. So the gaps each look like horrific smiles, or the gaps collectively form a wicked smile?
The gaps each look like wicked smiles, for a total of 5 wicked smiles.
Sorry, you froze at that exact moment. Try that
So
again.
So the gaps form a total of 5 wicked smiles, 5 separate faces.
5 separate faces. Okay, cool.
5 separate faces. Okay.
I sorry, I wanted to get clear on whether or not it was like one big kind of like big smiling face in the sky, or if it was
I
at once.
I get you.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Would we know if there's like 5 evil gods or something like
I was going
that?
to say,
I was going to say, does it ring a bell in terms of
or do that resemble any kind of
Go
like
ahead.
spirit faces?
Make a history check, Jason. Make a religion check, Eslin. Make a Arcana check, Skatinos.
Hey, history with me. It's 11.
Yes!
Hey!
You've not heard of it doesn't ring a bell, Jason. Eslin, what'd you roll?
22.
21 for Arcana.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, so there are a variety of wicked deities. The entirety of the Titan pantheon, for example. Kroxa and Uro, Titan of the relentless of nature's wrath, or Kroxa, Titan of the relentless hunger. The number of evil deities, if you're counting, if you're trying to recall all of the major and minor ones, it outstrips the number 5.
So there's no like lore or something I'd know about, like a distant story about like 5, especially relating to like the sky or anything like that. Like
Not especially. Like the number 5 doesn't leap out at you.
no, so it's not like once upon a time. There were
No,
5
there have
evil
been-
gods.
No, there have been various coalitions amongst the gods, like especially wicked or amongst the benevolent gods. But the number like 5 evil gods collaborate, like nothing like that sticks out in your mind.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
This is a real
There
stretch.
is, with a natural 20, I'll say that there is one point where you're like, oh wait, that's 5 gods. Oh no, wait, no. If you count that one's offspring, that brings it to about 17. So never mind. And so you have that moment of clarity. So
It's 21 on
Jason?
Arcana, by the way.
Yeah, 21 on Arcana.
You are aware that astronomers peer out into the heavens to see signs from the gods and to see prophecies. In fact, star reading is one of the most common forms, and druids from the Circle of Stars will often pride themselves on being masters of this. They attempt to divine omens, either good or ill.
Okay.
It would be interesting to know whether or like if an orator, I suppose, or someone that writes or defines the stars could tell from this drawing when it was made based on the positions of the stars.
Yeah.
So
We'll have to speak to one if we find one.
Ain't Calliope an oracle?
Yeah.
Does this mean anything to you?
There
And
you
then
go.
Eslin's gonna look around the room. She's just gonna be like, point at Jason, 1. Point at Skatinos. Point at Amalia, 3. Calliope.
It does add up to 5.
5.
I quite like the idea of being a mischievous grin in the stars.
Let me just double check what Oracle gives you. Calliope, I think she's at about 10 piety, so... Oh no, she's at 9, right? Yeah, I think she's at 9. What are you at, Eslin? I need to subtract 3 from that.
I am at 11. That's good.
I think you're higher than me. Poor Eslin. It's hard to get Vass's
Well, you all
approval.
got an extra one for finding lost sheep, so...
True. You literally have to like throw over institutions and stuff. It's pretty wickedy whack. 13. So it should be 10, yeah.
Okay, so... Calliope can cast Divination.
Off you go then, lass. What does divination do actually? Is it worth spending it on the...
So your magic and offering you put into your... So your magic and an offering you put you in contact with a god or a god servant. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The GM offers a truthful reply. The reply will be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or a poem.
The hell? Should we use it for the wreath or this? This is the question.
I don't think we should use it for this just yet.
It doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading.
Okay.
So we can use it twice.
No, because she doesn't have the spell, she just casts it as part of her piety.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I really hope Calliope does have 10 piety, otherwise I'm going to give you guys a massive unfound win.
No, I've
okay
got 13, so she'd have, because I got 2 bonus.
Yeah.
From picking pious, so she should have 11 in technicality, unless for some reason she's lost some.
Well, no, she hasn't lost any, and I've never so if she either has 11 or higher, if I've given it to her separately.
I think she should probably have minimum 12 because I have 11 and everyone bar me gained a point of piety.
She has enough to cast divination, and she doesn't get anything else until 25 piety. That is all we need to know.
Cool.
I'm at 6, just so everyone knows.
So Calliope sort of just thinks, all right, what do we want to know?
What do we want to know?
Yeah, this seemed like a very spontaneous casting. I'm fine with spontaneous, but I don't see why we've done it.
Maybe if we could ask...
We could rule out more places.
Yeah, that's what I was
try
thinking.
to find something specific.
Just real quick, sorry again, DM, so clarity on the divination. You can speak to a celestial, basically, regarding information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or she speaks to a date. Let me double check the wording.
So is it a or their specific one?
Divination is with a god or a god servant. Because this is part of the things she gets with her god. I
assume it would be hers.
Yeah.
And you know Calliope is a follower of Nycta, the primordial goddess or tightness or primordialess of night.
Yeah.
Stars.
Yeah. So knowing that.
Yeah, she is one of 3 siblings. The other 2 being Clothis and Crufix.
Yeah. So knowing that, what do we want to do?
Well,
we could try ask exactly where it is.
that would be my suggestion, but also this could be useful in future, especially concerning that person that you're looking for.
From what I understand, Nycta, or whoever she sends, doesn't have to answer truthfully. So, I've not done anything to piss her off, so fingers crossed, but let's just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, let me rephrase that. She has to be truthful, but she doesn't have to tell me the whole truth.
True. Well, we'll have a look into it. So, how do we word this? Is it a song, or do they just reply in a song?
It's just a single question. I'll have to ask it, but...
Do any of us have coordinates? Like, could we ask for coordinates? Could we be that shitty? Could we be that specific?
I mean, I have...
What are coordinates?
Okay, cool.
I've got paper and ink. So, like, if I... Actually, you know what? Yeah, whilst that's going on, is there any way that I can, like, redraw...
I offer... I also assist, and this is the first time you see me activate my Spellwrought tattoo, not Spellwrought tattoo, my Scribe's tattoo, and I use my finger, and I also start writing as if I had as if I had ink coming out of my finger, and I'll also sketch it out as well. It will, however, be a crimson ink.
That's disgusting, but okay.
It doesn't look like I'm bleeding,
can we break it down into grids and be like, what grid is this on?
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm thinking of copying out the stuff, because also like just from the observatory like place, obviously, because I've been crossing out where we've been. Excuse me, crossing where we've been. Just this actual paper map, this paper thing that we have at the moment with the stars and constellations on it too. I just want to make a copy of it so we have a copy of it just in case we lose it or it gets damaged or something.
That's fair.
I'm gonna head up to the observatory. Maybe that'll help.
I mean, Makes sense. Stars.
Star God.
Can't be
I
done.
mean, it's middle
today.
of the day, but who knows? All right, what are we asking?
I think the best thing to ask is a direction for us to walk in to find what we're after. Maybe a
Yeah.
compass point.
Could we? I mean, we could be more specific about this.
The more specific we are, the more likely it's probably going to be less of an effective answer. I would
Okay.
imagine.
But let's not be too underspecific. I don't know. We could undersell
Yep.
ourselves.
You're the oracle. You ask what you think
Okay.
is the best question.
I'm gonna just go for gold. And she walks up a staircase, and you follow her. I'm assuming you guys do. You pass the second. You go through the second floor of the observatory, which appears to, judging by the placement of, you see some empty shelves. This could have been some sort of library at one point, but it's picked clean. And she walks up another set of stairs onto the observatory itself. Jason, she points, turn that crank.
Okay.
And the roof starts to slowly with an awful grinding sound that makes it go because it's just rust on rust grinding it. Yeah, pretty much. But eventually,
Ow.
but eventually you open the rooftop and you see the blue sky above.
Okay.
Calliope sits down, rolls her shoulders back, and begins tracing, and you watch as her eyes roll back. And then, this inky blackness spreads out throughout them, so that they're basically like two pools of black obsidian. What is the precise location of the tomb of the Olantan king that is on this island? And she releases the spell, and she sort of sits there for a minute. Did it work? You hear a deep rumbling sound. And you guys quickly scan, looking around, and you see a little black dot on the horizon, which begins to spread, almost like a stain traveling across a cloth. This inky blackness stretches across the sky. It blots out the sun. It covers it until you guys appear to be in a moonless, starless night. The world has gone black to you. And out from the darkness, it sort of seems to peel back, really revealing a beautiful woman's face. She has white hair, not dissimilar to Calliope's, but hers is much shorter, sort of comes to about here. A veil that covers her eyes, sort of in with little embroideries, and a cloth piece that, almost like a dome, or disc that covers her face, so you cannot see her eyes. She leans forward out of the darkness. Her hair turns jet black as well, and it sort of extends out longwards. Much better. She has a sort of husky, sultry, very mature female voice. You get a sort of motherly instinct from her, kind of like a out of character Miss Vellum from Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Or Lady Dimitrescu.
Hey.
And she peels her hands out from the darkness. And she is like the size of a mountain in herself, and she sort of just leans until her face is right up against you guys. Before she sort of recedes again and says, it booms out in a echoing voice. Who is that?
It's alright.
Travel up to the lowest slopes and find the source of all your hopes. And she recedes into the night before all of a sudden it gets like a gust of wind knocking powdered like sand off a table. And like the sunlight like fuck. And you squint as your eyes adjust back to the bright light of the sun, and as quickly as she came, Nikta, primordial goddess of night, is gone.
Travel up to the lowest slopes.
So the smallest mountain, right?
I imagine.
So that will be most likely that mountain at the very north of this island, then.
Next to the abandoned mine.
Possibly.
Leppy sits up, a little woozy, gingerly, but smiles.
Okay then, we've got our heading.
Glad it worked.
Good job, Calliope.
She nods. All right. I presume you guys are going to follow the mountain path.
Yeah.
You guys exit the observatory and set out along the top of the mountain path, heading north on a new heading. With a, you feel confident location of where you're supposed to be. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Hey,
We didn't die, guys. Yeah.
No. Well,
we just died inside.
Whoa! All right. Thank you so much to everyone who stuck it out with us. Give a little holler in the chat if you were here from the beginning. We do appreciate all new faces, recurring faces. We hope to see more of you guys. All right, maybe to just close. Delete. But yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, we these sessions generally are last about 3.5 hours or so. We think that's a good amount. Let us know in the chat if you think they could be longer or shorter or so. We've sometimes run a bit over. Case in point, I think the Woe Strider fight, but that was a special circumstance.
I don't think we
going
could have
to-
survived stopping halfway through that.
yeah, going straight from a Woe Strider fight to that was fucking brutal.
Yeah, I was weeping for you guys on the inside.
How many nat ones did I roll? Like,
The dice
I
were
think
definitely
4.
against us there. Yeah, the
Yeah.
dice were completely against us there.
You also were going into a really difficult fight, half-cocked. Like, okay, out of curiosity, does anyone know what that was?
was
out of
it a
character?
shambling mound?
No.
Oh,
A shambling
Then-
mound wishes it was this.
No idea. There's no point looking up now.
I'm looking it up now. More.
Ezra just gets a slight insight. I know exactly how to beat it.
I would never. Corpse flower, maybe?
I'll give you a clue. I wasn't using one of its stronger abilities.
What was it? Just tell us.
Your characters definitely don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
It was an Alkylith.
Alkylith?
I mean, the closest I thought might have been Mossy Horror, but even that would have makes
I
sense as
thought-
to why it disappeared.
I thought it was like a homebrew Mossy Horror.
No, you guys haven't seen my homebrew yet because I don't hate you that much.
Demons regret.
Actually, have I thrown anything homebrew at you guys? I'm just trying to think. That
What
I've
what it
created
was called?
specifically.
Algolith.
Alkylith.
Yeah.
Just AL and then Keylith with an I, not a Y.
Right, yeah.
False appearance. It looks like slime.
Remember though,
Just
you
no
gotta
bounce.
RP like your characters don't know this information.
We know.
Yeah, advantage against magic. 3 technical attacks.
I still
Very
can't
well.
find it, so I'm just going to give up and leave it there. Be like, oh, I'll find out what it is when we die from it next time.
Damage
Well-
is acid, cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
We're saying goodnight.
I
Oh,
will
no.
bid everyone in the chat adieu. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, we are DC30.